Hello and welcome to another episode of the Chaotic Minds. I am your host, DJ Thunderbase, aka Devontae Ewing, and I am joined today with my co-host.
Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels. My name is Henry Montney, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mace. Hey, how you guys doing today?
Hello, I am Dark Trooper coming from you live from secret location, aka my couch.
And I am the Supreme Llama Overlord. Do you ever notice nobody remembers their first Tuesday? Which, like, on its own, doesn't really mean anything by itself, but until you remember gravity stopped using the original calendar sometime after ceilings became permanent, and once ceilings stopped moving, it meant ladders had to start storing unused heights somewhere, which is probably why the top step always feels like it knows something the bottom step hasn't been told yet. And if the top step already knows before you climb it, then maps have been lying this whole time because north would have to arrive before you do, unless directions aren't locations at all and they're actually appointments, which would explain why compasses never seemed rushed, even though they're like technically always late. And if directions are like appointments, then walls can't actually own their corners because ownership would require paperwork, and paperwork has never survived humidity, which is exactly why refrigerators like you keep everything cold instead of simply asking time to slow down, because like dates are easier to refrigerate than minutes, which also explains why extension cords always know where you're about to trip before you do, because electricity has to file travel itinerary every evening, and once the itinerary gets approved, your shadow has to sign as a witness. Although shadows have been using aliases ever since mirrors stopped accepting handwritten reflections. And that's really the part nobody talks about, because if reflections can refuse handwriting, then language must have a physical shape at some point, which would explain why some words just feel heavier than others, especially the ones you microwave. Finishes thinking before you press start. And
Damn it,
people call
Llama,
me
what the
crazy,
fuck?
but nobody's ever shown me an unopened tomorrow. So until someone dies, I'm going to assume Wednesdays are subcontracted.
Damn it, Llama.
Damn it, Llama!
I forgot that the image. Please hold for the next available meet.
Oh,
Oh, damn it, Llama. That was hilarious.
okay. And with that, we will get started with how we always get started with relationships with Mayhem Heartsmace.
Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels. My name
Am
is
I a
Henry
guy, a
Montney.
girl, or a squirrel?
Ah, my eyes!
Damn it, Llama.
It's so bright.
But,
He's the light of our lives.
all right, I got the,
These are the days of our lives.
So, anywho, my name
Sorry.
is Henry Montney, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mace. Here to help you out with relationships and such. Now, remember and mind you, when it comes to relationships, friendships, workships, and just communication in general, you have to always communicate accordingly. Talk to your friends, your homies, your loved ones, the people you care about, and understand what you mean and say and how you do it. So there is no issues, drama, or problems. And if there is something that seems strange, awkward, or unknown, then it's better to correct the scenario than go behind people's backs, lie, cause drama or issues, or do any other harmful things. I myself know how this goes, as I'm a victim of horrible, messed up people that have gone behind my back for many years, lying and slandering, defaming, and in doing so, I believed in communication and telling the truth, and it pissed them off. By the way, a disclaimer. What's that taste like?
D's nuts.
Damn it, Llama. That was a good one, actually. That's a good one, even better. Damn it, Llama. That was great. All right, so on that one, I have one here. This girl I came across, the Fox girl, she's a fun little YouTuber. And then she's pulling up about stuff about shoe on head. But when it comes to relationships, this is about the whole concept where you've heard the scenarios of guys of date me or else kind of thing. But there's actually, it happens more with girls than it does with guys than you think. And their responses are very negative. Where a guy usually, when he gets rejected, men are mostly used to rejection. Ladies, on the other hand, hit it, DJ.
What is this about? Date me or else. The female dating strategy. Yeah, for crazy women, maybe. It's a very good. Yeah, let's watch that.
Years ago, I made a video where I read some terrible pickup attempts by men trying to date women. And I figured, you know what? It's International Women's Day. Let's do a female version of that video. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are once again taking a focusing on the fairest women. You wanted equality, ladies? Well, here it is. Today, we are looking at
you want
the
equality.
female dating strategy.
I'm sorry, ladies, to get pissed off.
It's 2025, and apparently the men have given up on approaching us. 45% of men ages 18 to 25 have apparently never approached a woman in person.
You want to know why?
Can you blame them?
Can you pause for a second if you're able to? You want to know why that most guys don't approach women these days?
Probably because of the fact that the women have told us multiple times not to.
There's that too. There's all these things they keep saying they don't want a big, bold, strong man, but actually they do want a big, bold, strong man. They
just don't know how to ask for it.
No, yeah, they don't want to be a pick-me or act like a pick-me, when in all reality it's more of a guy going, hey, lady, you want to be taken care of right. You come to me, I will work my ass off for you and treat you right. All I want is to be treated right too. It's an equality thing. You really want equality. That's how equality goes. You do a yin and yang effect. Me and my wife, yin and yang about everything we do. I work all the time. I'm the one that's the breadwinner. She cleans, cooks, and takes care of everything else, which she in many ways has more jobs than me. She does a lot more than me in those ways. There's smaller numbered increments. I have less jobs than she does in that sense, but I have more like higher death and quality and danger. I get a high risk, high reward. She gets a low risk, low reward. And it's the point of safety, though. Higher risk, higher reward, more danger. Me, Dark Trooper, and a bunch of other guys in Llama here almost die every day doing some of the stuff we do. One screw up, oops. And that's just how it goes. And you got to be mindful of that. So, and when it comes to girls and everything for that, like, you got to have a yin and yang effect. You have to work together. You have to understand both people's pros and cons. But let's keep going on this.
2 if you have.
2 of you have what?
1 1 1 2 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2
Oh.
1 2 2 2. God damn, that's a lot of
Who
ones.
has
I'm
and
not
who
gonna lie.
has?
There's a
I have
lot of
approached
twos, but there's
many,
a lot of
many women.
ones. This actually,
It's
that's
the ones that approached me were better. Like for you guys, for Trooper, for Llama, for Thunderbase, for you guys, did you have girls approach you often, or did you approach them more often? Damn it, Thomas! Don't you threaten me.
Approach me. I actually never have girls approach me. I usually am the one that has to approach them.
That's very upsetting. What about you, Trooper?
No, I don't either because I don't really go out.
What about you, Llama?
They usually don't see me when I'm in the bushes.
But they
Damn
do-
it, Llama!
They do see the dots in the bush.
They see the
How
llama
when
tail.
the bush is green? How
Right.
when the bush is green?
So you got me on that one.
Usually the
so
only
for
time
me-
women approach me is like when they want something.
Yeah, that's sadly the problem half the time. But I know how it goes. I've been approached, and I have approached many times. Most of the girls that I approached at times, it went well for a while, but they wanted me to, be their man slave instead of a companion or a lover or a husband or anything, and they wanted me to just buy all their stuff for them, and I don't get nothing in return. Yeah, it's equal exchange. We hang out, we do things or anything, and then you go, oh well, how dare you, expect something after you just spent thousands of dollars on me and did all these things and drove and picked me up, and I have a boyfriend. How dare you? Oh, so you were using me, and that's sadly what happens sometimes. But in the other note, with the other side, I've had girls approach me, And those ones actually ended much better or well. And that's how me and my wife met, is hanging out mutually for a friend's birthday, and she approached me. We started talking and been happy ever since, 11, almost 12 years. And that's how it goes for some people. Like, it's not always going to happen for everybody. You got to focus on yourself and earn it first. And sometimes you just got to find the right one.
A lot of times nowadays, a lot of guys I've noticed can't tell if a girl actually likes them or if they just want something.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is sadly, a lot of guys, for their tropes now, are in the mentality when a girl shows them attention is, A, you want to use me. B, you might be actually a dude behind that screen and you're actually trying to secretly screw me over. Or C, you're literally just like bored. And that happens. Girls get bored sometimes and they're just like, oh, I'm just going to play around with this guy for however long. And then,
hold on. So apparently, chat, she wants to be a squirrel today. And,
Squirrel, jump in. We love you.
You know, I got a pair of nuts for you.
Oh my God. And they're big.
Yeah. You just have to, if you move them to the side, you can then actually see my penis. I mean, what?
Those are some big nuts. I'm joking. Yeah, but yeah, Ives, jump in when you can. You were welcome in. You were awesome. Excuse me. You're awesome cakes. You're so awesome in the cakes that you even have a cherry.
Awesome sauce.
Oh dang, you haven't got sauce. So let's hit it more for this video while we talk.
You can't say that! I believe Chad.
Which is honestly like so pathetic. What are you scared of, Zoomers? That women are gonna feel attempts to hit on them and post them on TikTok for the world to see? That doesn't happen. But it seems like
and sadly, that's what happens.
Or
and you wonder why a lot of guys don't approach girls these days too, because they love the clout of mocking you, ridiculing you, making fun of you, or like it's like a thing that gets them off.
Yeah,
of
it's
somewhere.
like this poor loser thinks he actually has a chance. It's always that.
Then the girl doesn't realize that you just made fun of this guy that just walked on the street. You have no idea who he was. It might have been a millionaire. Oh, it is Dom. Yo, introduce yourself, my brother.
You okay, Dom?
You're late.
He was in the middle of a movie
I am
shoot.
Dominant Visions, and sorry for the lateness, but the eye is open here.
Unacceptable.
Oh, snap.
$20 for being late.
Damn it, Llama.
To each. Each.
It wasn't $20 late.
Damn it again, Llama. Damn it, Llama.
He was 13 minutes and 25 seconds late.
Oh, then that's 3 shots. That is 3 shots then. That's 3 penalty shots.
Damn it, Llama.
That's
what?
Dang it.
Oh, is that a? Hold on. Are we doing a drinking game?
We did that. You almost died of alcohol poisoning.
Do it again.
I mean, I still have that exact bottle on my desk.
I have the shot glasses that you need. They're a chess set. I have chess set shot glasses. So
you know, in fact, I have the unwashed glass from that night.
The world has arrived.
Ew.
I'm kidding.
Ives, is that going to be your animal image? Because everybody here has an animal image. Because that's the concept of the Chaotic Minds as well. Is what's your internet spirit animal?
A rabbit.
A capybara.
You're a rabbit.
So a rabbit. Well, yeah. Find a tribal art rabbit image. If not, Llama will probably find one for you or make one. And then you can have that as well for the times that you don't want to show your face. If not, it's just your image that we can put up here when you start becoming more of a main player on the field with us.
Okay.
It's okay. One day we'll find a squirrel, and they'll be nuts. But yeah, I'm the dire wolf.
Wait, who showed their nuts?
Damn it, Llama. We have me as the dire wolf. We have Thunderbase, the Black Panther. We have Dom here as the Green Lion. We have Trooper as technically like he's a ogre, but he's also ogre bear, so he's the bear. And then you will be the what was it again? Bunny? A rabbit?
Rabbit.
What kind of
I
rabbit?
feel like Mayhay sometimes, but that's
A
only
jackalope or a jackrabbit or a snow rabbit
Or a hare.
or a hare? Now that is up for you to determine.
Yeah, I know.
You got to figure out which type you are. And then we got
Okay,
llama here.
one-
Llama. But on that,
So basic, so a regular bunny rabbit.
Yes.
all right, the brownish, the basic
my
brown rabbit.
rabbit. My rabbit.
Brownish color or white? The white ones
I
or the brown ones?
Yeah,
I
there's red,
actually
white, brown.
own a rabbit, and
Oh,
it's
you
my.
have a rabbit.
Yeah, I actually have a rabbit, and it looks as how I feel.
Okay.
What's the
Take a
colors?
picture of it sometime. There you go.
It's
And then we'll,
act- It's actually white and brown.
it's a mix.
No, it's not a mix.
No,
I
no, it's
mean,
just-
the color is, but it's a purebred rabbit.
Like cow colors, like
Yeah.
white color
Calico?
with splotches, or
Calico
white
rabbit.
with white splotches.
It's a white rabbit with little brown splotches on it.
That's
Hey,
Calico rabbit.
I choose a color.
what color?
Choose a color.
Everybody-
Ives.
Everybody has a color. I have purple. The Thunderbase has red. Dom has green. Trooper has darker green. Llama has different green. They have a lot of greens over here.
I'm going to say midnight blue.
All right, midnight blue.
Ooh,
And
midnight blue.
Ives, same question for you that we have for the rest of the guys here. Have you been approached or haven't been approached much, or do you approach people?
It depends. I don't always like to approach just because I am. It depends on the situation.
Depends on the
If I'm
scenario.
with friends, then yes, I will. But if I'm not, then no.
Like a confidence booster.
Yes.
I mean, I'm an introvert, so I don't talk to people if I don't have to.
What happens if
After
you
being
both?
That's why you have
Wow.
friends with me that are super, like, charismatic. They say, hey, I know you like shut yourself in, but hi.
What happens if
Nice
you're
and
both an
positive.
extrovert and an introvert? Wouldn't they call it an ambivert or something like that?
Yeah, I'm an ambivert.
It all depends on the mood kind of person, really. I just depends. But on
I'm
that note,
very outgoing until you piss me off.
that sounds fun. On that note, let's
Sounds
hit
like-
this.
Sounds a lot
longer
like
and
me.
See this. Sorry, you're talking to a guy who's a pro fighter and pro wrestler. Like, I'm a masochist. I enjoy fighting and I enjoy pain.
Well, I mean, I didn't say what type of fighting because I enjoy that one.
Ha Everybody run. It's gonna be fun.
Depop-
Sorry, I'm staring at the bottom of her camera.
Damn it, llama.
Where I just stopped it is a perfect description of what my face would look like to what you just said.
Shoe on head. All right, so hit it.
population, the women have started really upping their game and becoming more assertive. Too
I love you.
assertive. Dude, just stand there. Doesn't matter how fat, ugly, socially awkward you are. Just stand there. Just stand there and imagine you. Well,
That's not true, and
That
every
doesn't
person
really work for all
I've ever
women.
talked to says that women do not get
Like-
dates. Women are just mad at hate.
Like that's the
Hate
thing when it
women.
comes to it, that
They
doesn't always
don't
work.
want to fuck women.
Like for us guys, half the time, especially these days, I don't know how you guys date these days. I have been out of the dating pool for well over a decade. I have no idea how this works anymore. It's a lot.
I don't date.
Oh yeah, for you, Trooper, it's probably gonna have to be passport, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Get a hot Asian woman. Especially because how tall you are, they love tall guys, and you're a giant.
I like a tall guy only because he earns the top shelf.
Hold on. Now, for the record, Ives is like
I'm
4'10".
5'4", thank you. I'm 5'4", thank you. And I cannot reach the top shelf. Correct.
You're taller than my wife. My wife's 4'10". She's literally a dwarf.
But you know what? A chair is my best friend.
I'm 6 foot and I tower over a foot
That
over my
would
wife.
make
and just tower over her.
Awesome.
Hey, Ives, did you see the image I just sent you?
Yes, I do like that.
All right, there you go.
I also
Thanks.
sent it to you, Mayhem. And hold on, the center image is compliments of Dom. He sent the tribal image to me, and I just made the modification to give it the background.
Dom, thank you. And that is really, actually, I really like that.
I do really like that. Thank you, everybody, for that picture.
Oh, I'm gonna also send Dom the image so he knows what even is going on now.
Thank you, Dom, for finding that awesome image with your artistic eye. And thank you,
You're
Llama,
absolutely
for
welcome.
editing and updating it. And we'll go on to this next part here with Thunderbase. Is this one of yours, Thunderbase?
Yep.
All right, hit it.
What happens when modern women realize they have lost control? Men aren't arguing anymore. They're just protecting their peace and leaving them in the dust.
My husband, so this is hurting your baby.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm not raising a child.
Why? You're married. Yes, you don't have a choice. What do you mean?
She does.
You're saying you mean yours?
Yeah.
No.
I've seen this one. The scenario.
I love how she's so confused. Like, why aren't you willing to marry to take care of another man's child? Because it's not my child.
I've raised other women's children. I've been a stepdad before, and it's fine to it's fine when you choose to. But if you're married to somebody and they get pregnant by another man while you're married to them, and they're expecting you to raise another man's child as you cheated on them and you're raising his kid, there's the problem.
That's
you get into a relationship, I have walking in the relationship knowing you already have kids. That doesn't bug me. In fact, I love being a stepdad. It was fun. But
yeah, but the thing is, that's the difference. Step-parents volunteer. Most step-parents volunteer to be the step-parent.
They step up.
I'm guessing in this case, she cheated, got pregnant, and then now she expects him to pick up the slack.
Which is her cheating, which does happen, and that's the messed up problem. Is it happens both sides? Guy gets another girl pregnant, and he's like, "Well, this, and the girl leaves," or girl gets pregnant by another guy, and that happens. And that does happen on both sides. I've seen it on both sides. It sadly happens more on one side than it does on the other side.
It happened to me.
Well, I'm sorry that you had something like that happen. It's only if you want to explain it and talk it, you're welcome to talk about it. If not, we can.
That'd be more of a conversation, not on YouTube.
Do you think?
Well, that can be a conversation after the show if you ever want to.
Okay.
But we'll get back to this and everything. I understand how it is.
He doesn't. Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to break up, that's fine.
You're not mad?
No.
That's good.
But can you, well,
I'm glad we understand each other.
well, can you actually get on my car then?
For what?
Well, because we're broken up, right?
Yeah.
So then you can just get on the car.
But you picked me up.
Yeah, it's fine. I picked up my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Ooh.
I don't have a girlfriend anymore.
I live an hour away. I can't just.
Now that's kind of messed up to leave her like that, but at the same time, she shouldn't have used you and broke up with you. You know, if you're going to choose to break up with somebody, I'm going to give you advice. Doesn't matter which side you're on, guy, girl, squirrel. If you're choosing to break up, you choose before the date or after you get home from the date. Do not choose in the middle of the date when you're out in bumfucked Egypt, where this could happen and you get left out an hour drive home, which means it's like a 5 or 6 hour walk home. And like that's when it comes down to it. Don't be breaking up with somebody in the middle of it. Like, especially when you're already out somewhere, you have no idea where you are and you don't know if you're going to be able to get picked up or not. Don't do it that way.
Don't at least break up stupidly.
Yes, if you're going to do it the smart, gradual, respectful way. Like I've had people do it the bad way or the cheating way where they try to make out with somebody in front of you and you lose your mind.
Up in here.
Lost my mind a few times that way from girls purposely trying to.
Did they make you act a fool?
Oh, yeah, they did.
That's literally what the first girlfriend I ever had did to me. Literally. We were together for a year. And she was cheating on me for a good majority of that year. Finally tells me on our 1-year anniversary and then kisses the guy she was cheating on me with right in front of me.
Well, and it happened to him at the club, and I had to stop him from killing the dude. Like Thunderbase was like, I had to hold him back, and I'm like, oh shit, because this girl's purposely not going to say names, but she purposely did this to him right in front of him just to make him lose the shit. And it's happened to me too. I was at the club before, and I had a girl do it to me because they thought it was thrilling and exciting for a man to fight for him. No, that's betrayal. That's not just I'm going to fight for you. So I'm going to beat this guy's ass and never talk to you again. That's the difference.
Yep.
Okay, like if a guy was creeping on you, and we're together, and you asking me, you know, if he gets near me, kick his ass, that's a different story. I'll kick the shit out of him.
Not the
Until then.
relationship that just failed.
Hey, what do you got?
We have this pot I got today. Isn't that cute?
Yeah, it's cool.
You don't like it?
Do you want to tell me something?
Tell you something?
Yeah, you don't want to say something to tell me? And you can lie to me. Stop talking to me right now.
What are you talking
Go
about?
ahead. Say what you say.
Who's Drew?
Drew who?
Drew.
I don't know. You tell me.
No, actually, you tell me because you've been cheating. Don't look at me like you don't know what the talking about. How are you gonna do this after 4 years being together? 4 years.
Yeah.
You're gonna go cheat on me with somebody named Drew.
Well, here's the thing. I'll let you know, like, either because there's the Cheater Buster app and stuff now to catch people, but there's also the thing that guys do, because girls do it too. Girls talk to each other. You don't tell the guys. Guys talk to each other. We sit and chat. We're just more quiet about it. I'm just one of the outspoken ones, and that's why I get in trouble a lot. Because usually, you know, speaking out, you become the target, and I'm fine with being the big purple monster that everybody looks at. That's fine. Look at me that way. At least I'm honest, and I have a clear heart that I know I'm not a liar, betrayer, or person that breaks promises or screws people over. But I've had it happen myself. I've been there in these scenarios where catching a girl. I had a girl like in high school. Llama knows who it is. I'm not going to say who, but my high school sweetheart, a girl that I thought that I was going to marry, be with forever, spent 4.5 years with.
Oh, Bridget?
Almost. Damn it, Llama. Well, we're not going over real names. Yeah, we're gonna call her the what's her. But
yeah, her name was not Bridget. Did you ever date a Bridget?
Yes, I did. Several girls named Bridget.
No, news to me.
Well, Llama, we had like a 7-year lapse of disappearance.
Yeah, but I still blew you like it was the day before.
Oh yeah, I miss those.
Damn
I mean,
it,
what? Yeah, when it comes to relationships, as I was
okay.
Damn it, Llama. As I was talking about, I've had it happen. I had like this 4.5-year relationship. I was so happy with. I thought that I was the woman that I was going to be with and marry and have kids with, dreamt about, and everything else. The guy that was my best friend, my coworker, my roommate, the guy that I worked with and hung out with, had dreams with, dreams where we would talk about the future with and talk about comic books and started doing stuff together, like making comic books and stories. He was sleeping with her almost that whole damn time. Out of the 4.5 years I was with her, and that's not the only guy she was sleeping with, like an actual pedo, because she was underage and he was like 30 something. And then that's including, yeah, that's disgusting. I had the, why do you think I hate pedos? I go after them because I've been ruined and had my life destroyed by pedos numerous times, by girls that were groomed by sickos that couldn't get a woman their age or near their age. So they had to go to a young girl and manipulate them. And I had to deal with those. And I was the guy that went after those pedos. And those guys don't like me and try to kill me. But I had to deal with this. And I was with this girl, spent penny, like every penny I had on her, loaned her dad money. Her dad owes me thousands of dollars I'll never see. Her family knew the whole time she was cheating on me. All her friends knew that she was cheating on me. Everybody kept it quiet for the longest time because everybody was scared I'd kick the shit out of them. Then I found out, revealed everything, and everybody told me the truth. And I just walked away. And she was so stupid to post on the internet about the truth, saying, oh yeah, the whole time I was with him, I was cheating on him with this guy, and I'm so happy with him. Then everybody's like, you're a horrible monster. And no one was friends with her again. And I walked away happy. 15 years later, she thought she can get back with me. I laughed in her face, told her,
oh shit, Lisa.
Damn it, Llama. And like my wife told me exactly what's the perfect thing to say to piss off a girl that's trying to ruin you and hope that you can come back to them, is just say you're happy without him. And I did, and I watched her whole world break in her eyes. And I was just like, wow. I didn't have to do nothing aggressive, mean, angry, psychological. I just had to say I'm happy without you, and that was it.
Did you ever date Lisa?
I have even more worse ones, but that was the light one, was the high school sweetheart. After that, it got worse.
I didn't even
the rest of my life.
I didn't even have to say that to my ex, my most recent ex. Because
oh yeah, I've been poisoned and had my brakes cut. I've been stabbed in the crotch. I've been stabbed with a taser. I've been shot at. I've had guys jump me, all because girls lied. Not all girls. My wife is one of the perfect examples of what a perfect woman is, an amazing wife, a tomboy. The tomboy girls are the best I've ever met in my life. Like, they're the best.
I'm just going to say, if anybody ever pisses me off, they better watch their gas tank.
Right. But it all depends on the scenario of the person is.
Oh, is that what happened to my car last week?
Damn it, Llama. That's why I had to pick you up.
Hey, you told me you were never going to let me down, so I called
I'll
you.
never give you up. We just rickrolled all of you. Enjoy. Hit it, DJ. Trooper. Hey, you're not Trooper anymore. You're Quake Hammer. Get it right. You make the earthquakes. I mean, he is the badass that kicks our ass for a while.
I just thought he had farted. Is that what caused it?
Llama.
Today I thought I'd talk about a place instead of an actual creature or a person. I thought we would talk about, since we're going to talk about sunshine, since we're still talking in the summertime, I thought we would talk about a place in Norse mythology called Elfheim. It's the realm of the light elves or high elves. This is actually one of the see, Yggdrasil, the world tree is actually broken into 3 parts. The top part, the middle, and the bottom parts where the roots are. Where the dragon is eating the roots and the ravens destroying the tops. And there's a squirrel, who literally runs up and down, insulting them both so that they piss each other off. It's called Ratatosk. And he is an asshole. Anyway, Elfheim is one of the 9 realms in Norse mythology. This is a realm of sunshine, light, and is at the very tippy top. There are actually 2 realms of elves. This one is the realm of the light elves. In fact, there's actually a story about the light elves going to war with the dark elves, and the dark elves telling the light elves, "Go fuck yourself." Anyway, the realm of Elfheim is described in lore being as a beautiful place of luxury, light, and abundance. A lot of the elves spend most of their time naming stars and moons and suns and stuff like that. It was the domain of Freyr. It was given to him as a tooth gift. And for those of you who don't know what a tooth gift is, because I just found this out today, a tooth gift is a gift you give to a baby when they get their first tooth. So it's literally just like a birthday present of sorts. Oh no, it's when a child, it's a traditional gift given to a child when they lose their first teeth, their first baby teeth. As a fertility god, Freyr rules like the elves directly as prosperity. And Elfheim worships Freyr like crazy. God knows why. There isn't really that many stories with Elfheim. There's actually a couple of stories where elves actually are in them. Like, they are actually very good allies with the Aesir. In fact, the funny thing is, Odin has a spell in one of the stories. Has a spell that actually tells the 2 elves apart. And I thought that was funny. Okay, that's it. That's all. It's really just a beautiful place up in the tippy tops of the trees.
Well, that's actually really cool because the concept of Triforce in a sense, and also Heaven, Hell, and Rebel, the concept of life and death and the purgatory, the concept of like where the realm of what resides underground and what resides on Earth itself to the heavens is his meaning as well, and how the light and energy hits. There's so many representations for it. So it brings.
It's not really a heaven per se in Norse mythology because it's a realm. It's a place.
That's the point. Is they understand that heaven is just another realm.
Well, that's the thing.
see
Elfheim
it as such.
it's not heaven. In Norse mythology, heaven is Vanaheim
Valhalla.
is Valhalla and Freya's hall. Those two halls are the heavens.
Yeah, and there are halls though. Just remember that's just a hall banquet.
And Helheim is the place where everybody else goes. Only the worthy go into Valhalla and Vanaheim.
Yeah, honorary warriors.
Well, the Valhalla actually is more restrictive than the other one because the other one is kind of like, you were kind of a good person, so yeah, we'll let you in. In Helheim, there's literally it's very simple.
The worst go right there to Helheim.
Not just the worst. Everybody goes there. Who are not worthy to get to the walls of Valhalla or Vanaheim, or I can't remember the other name, who are not worthy to enter those halls. Everybody goes to Helheim. So it's a barren wasteland of frozen. It's a frozen barren wasteland where you wander the realm for eternity.
Okay.
It's kind of like Limbo per se, if you think about it in the Christian.
Yeah, but how it sounds like a Limbo kind of story or purgatory.
But it's like it's not in the sense of where you're being punished. Like Limbo is more of as a punishment because you're not worthy enough to go to heaven, but you're not bad enough to go to hell.
Yeah.
But
all right, so
Helheim is more of it's a barren, icy wasteland where you do not find peace. You do not find.
It's like the ninth level of hell, where the ninth level of hell is just all ice, and that's where the original actual angel Lucifer is frozen and stuck there because he betrayed, and all betrayers go to hell, just like the ones that betrayed me. They're all fucking going to the ninth level of hell, and they're freezing there. And I put their souls there. They can say whatever they want until they get my forgiveness. I'm not letting go of their souls. They're going to hell.
Are we talking about a historical figure?
We'll find out with Thunderbase.
If they allow it. It was internet.
Oh, it's value. Right.
I see Benjamin Franklin, Edgar Allan Poe. The Crossing of the Delaware.
July 22nd, 1933. Aviator Wiley Post completes the first solar.
Is it a one-eyed guy?
Buffering.
It's internet. It's just
The flight around the world in 7 days, 18 3/4 hours. 1934. Federal agents
you want to know what? Really sucked in a couple of months.
Dillinger outside a movie theater in Chicago. Dillinger had been declared public enemy number 1 for his Midwest bank robberies during the Great Depression. 2003. In Iraq, Saddam Hussein's sons, O'Day and
This isn't even that long of a video either.
Wow, that's some very chest you got there.
With U.S. troops in the northern city of Mosul. That happens a few months after an American-led invasion topples Saddam's regime from power.
Ugly ass statue anyway.
Months later, U.S. soldiers capture Saddam. He is hanged in December 2006 after he's convicted of crimes against humanity.
Hey, you knew he fucked up.
2004, the September 11th Commission's final report details U.S. government failures in preventing the terrorist attacks on New York and Washington. Commission Chair Thomas Kean.
Our failures took place over many years and administrations. There's no single individual who is responsible for our failures.
1822, Gregor Mendel, the Austrian monk whose work
what the fuck is going on?
shaped modern genetics, is born in what's now the Czech Republic. And 1957, it's up and away for the Frisbee as Walter Fred Morrison applies for a patent for the plastic flying toy.
Wow, that was random.
Well,
Like,
it remains a
I thought
hit.
we were the chaotic minds. That was really chaotic.
22nd, Andy Gozell, the Associated Press.
Bounced around a lot. Like, I bounced around a lot more than I was expecting. Like, I thought that we were chaotic. That just, hey, history. Hey, Frisbee. Hey,
more like
random.
it's not really history, it's more random history.
It's this day in history. It's literally just this day in history.
Why did my weird? I just randomly paused my freaking my phone. I just closed it without me telling.
Oh yeah, well Phileas Fogg did it in 80 days, so there.
Yeah, I know for the flat earthers, I kind of feel bad for them when the guy who's like, I flew around the world. And they have numerous people that have done this, and they're just. And my funniest one that I thought was funny about the flat earthers is now around the world we have this many members.
Wait, repeat that again. Around the world?
Exactly. That was the funny part.
I still cannot believe that theory still exists. The world is not flat. It is round. It is like a bocce.
Oh, they're
like
trying to say that space is a hoax now and no one's ever actually been out there.
No. The world is bigger than we think it is. We were not taught by how.
Read that to an astronaut who's been up in the space station, or say to the people who almost died during Apollo 13.
Yeah, or the people that did. I don't know. A lot of it, but nonetheless,
it's all based off of Buzz Aldrin. He's the actual one that's been convincing people that space doesn't exist.
Didn't he go out in space?
Yes.
Yeah. He was with Neil Armstrong. He was the other astronaut that went with Neil Armstrong.
He's the one. He was the one who landed
on.
on.
They try to state that space was just dry out, just vacuum. No, it's more like a liquid.
But the government has him literally laughing at the concept of space now, trying to convince people that they didn't actually go to the moon. When if you actually take a telescope, look out at the moon, you can see the flag.
Yeah, that is true.
Or
no. That is
actually
just
even better.
a AI generated image on the sky.
An even better thing is actually the thing is, it's actually another thing. There's actually a mirror on the moon. There's actually several mirrors.
That they shoot a laser at, so that way they can test. Yeah, they shoot a laser at those mirrors, so that way they can test the distance between the moon and Earth, since it is constantly moving away from us.
Yep, it is. It's been moving away from us more and more. Every year, it's a little bit further, like a couple feet. And it's been gradually increasing. In the next 100 years or so, it's going to be out of our orbit. It's going to pull itself away. To be honest, though, the moon is not an actual moon. It's a satellite. It is a giant hollow dome in a way, and they've proved it by satellites being rammed into it. It's rang like a bell several different times. In history, when you start learning about how the sky was and how the sky is and the flood, the moon did not exist before the flood. The moon appeared during the flood.
Moon's part of the reason for
the moon
the
controls the water, which people know. The moon controls the water and pulls the water in and pushes it out. Depending on the
part of the reason for the flood.
It's gravity pull. There's all this crazy history. People didn't believe it was real. I watched.
And here's the other thing.
Years.
Its gravity is stronger than its size. Much stronger than its actual size. It should not have that strong of a gravity.
And also, like they stated, they've hit it. It's been hit with satellites. Like we've dropped down satellites on it, and it had
dropped nuclear bombs on
it, and it rang like a bell.
We hit it with nuclear missiles, and it rang like a bell.
Yes, that stuff's all real. People can check it all they want. A secure team and a bunch of other people have pulled it up. They've showed it. A bunch of people have. I've heard it myself. I wonder why I can occasionally get a weird ringing in my ear. Not just the tinnitus. I've had it since I was a little kid. I never had tinnitus when I was a kid. So the same damn ring that happens every week or so. I hear this, and then they state that's the fucking moon ringing. And the moon is also stationary, which would not be possible if it was within a normal gradual orbit. It wouldn't be in a stationary format. It would have been moving in some kind of format, like spinning.
Yeah,
stationary meaning that it was in positioned and then set.
After how long it's been spinning, or after how long it's been orbiting around Earth, it would have eventually started spinning.
Yeah, it stayed in a stationary position this whole time. There's a lot of crazy shit people don't believe or know because they don't check it out. Like, guys don't realize Google is a umbrella of what the real internet is. The real internet, the dark deep web. I've been to the dark web. It's fucking scary.
That's why I don't. There's no reason.
Address.
Dark web is like the east side of Detroit. You don't go there unless you have a very good reason to go there.
Like the goth club. I went to the goth club all the time, but I'm one of the freak punk goths that fucking ran it for 10 plus years. Well, now 20, but I stopped that last couple years because of all the crazies. And it just, sadly, the goth scene died. But on that note, let's hit the next segment.
It is time for our scam protection and safety tips.
Damn it, Mama, where are you?
I'm not counting that one. Budget, I'm counting it.
I got one for the scam protection.
All right, let's. Hello, and I am the Grand Dark. Oh wait, no, wrong thing. I am the Supreme Llama Overlord, and welcome to Scam Tips and Safety. Yes, I know the segment.
No, you don't.
Are you drinking? Are you drinking without me?
Mayhem has been drinking so much that I'm affected.
There we go, scam tips. We don't need more scammers.
I got one.
All right, Chris.
Okay, let's hear the Trooper of Darkness.
This man, there's a video of a guy. This is actually was a post I found on another one. A guy, for clickbait, went into a Costco and set off the fire alarm. And instead of evacuating, like with everybody else, he stayed in there, stole some merchandise, and then tried to set off a fire extinguisher to make it look like he was trying to help out. And then he left, and that's when he got arrested. Here, I'll send you the video.
All right, so you send the video. He'll pull it up in a few, or Thunderbeast will pull up in a minute. While that's happening, Llama, what is your scam tips and safety protection comments for today from the Supreme Llama Overlord?
Well,
we do not need more scammers. Why are we giving scam tips?
Do not sail your truck across a river.
Oh, we're gonna give scammers. I'm gonna give them the tip of my dick, and then the other 8 inches after.
That was the exact thing that I wanted to talk about. So, courtesy of the company I work for now as a truck driver, they actually sent me to an island to make a delivery. Which
children.
I made the delivery. I got the truck across the water and whatnot. And the company actually very nicely, like of all the things that I've been doing for the last however bit of time, they gave me a lovely little shout out for their weekly shout out and whatnot. And it was then that I learned that I was supposed to take a ferry across the water and not just overinflate the tires and drive it. We're not going to tell them that, though.
And somehow, some way, Jack Sparrow was on top of your truck, just standing there looking all Jack Sparrowy.
Yeah, no, I yelled up. I'm like, you're possibly the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
It's like, hey, get off my ship.
But anyways, on a more serious note, like I did board the ferry with the semi truck, which was entirely a new experience for me, and so pretty much like as a truck or like as any driver, whether it's a car, boat, well, not a boat. What the fuck am I saying? That won't make sense once I finish this. Whether you drive a motorcycle, ride a motorcycle, drive a car, drive a pickup truck, drive a semi truck, no matter what you drive, one of the things you need to be careful about are wet and slippery roads. So now getting on this ferry in a semi truck, wet surface and all that lovely jazz. It actually wasn't too wet when I got on there, but I mean, like when you start going across water, like
wet. I know how you are, Llama.
I mean, nobody saw me jerk off on the deck. That's what's important.
Oh my god!
Okay?
Damn it, Llama! Oh my god!
Now, for the record, I did not do that. I didn't get out of the I just sat in the truck the whole time, not because I was like scared or anything. I just didn't want to get out of the truck. Just enjoying my seat, Plus, I didn't know if I could. Like, I've never been on a ferry before. At least not like a ferry that does vehicles.
Fuck.
Answer it. Let's hear it. It's a scammer. It's perfect for the scam tips. They can give us tips on scamming people. Let's go.
All right, you are live. Hello. Survey call.
Go away.
734-29. Oh, come on. I wasn't done with you. You know you were live. Let me tell the number, everybody. Let me tell the number for the scammer here. Hold on. Don't actually reveal the phone number just in case, shockingly, that it wasn't a scammer. Okay. We have no true verification that the scammer was a scammer. they were a scammer.
Anyways, so pretty much I just added this up because, like, you know, a little worried. Like,
my name is Rush. That's how
there was a little worry about like possibly the truck shifting a little bit, but like, no, I just stayed in place. But
you just flying the engine a little bit. That's okay.
oh yeah, no, I was only parked right at the gate that dropped down for people to drive off. It was fun to stare at, but yeah, no, it was actually pretty fun. But always keep in mind that no matter what the weather conditions are, always keep that in mind. Like whether it's rain, snow, ice, dry, like always keep in mind of conditions and whatnot. Nipple. Anyways, I don't know. I said nipple and she came back, so
nipple.
But anywho,
damn it, llama.
So like there was a video I saw once where it was a cop's body cam footage. Woman, she like winter conditions, she went off the road, and the cop gave her a ticket for excessive speed in road conditions. She goes, I wasn't speeding. He goes, well, based on road conditions, it was excessive speed because you're like the speed limit is the speed limit in good conditions. So like if the speed limit's 75 miles per hour, if it's raining, snowing, or any adverse condition that can affect the traction of your vehicle, you are supposed to reduce speed appropriately. If you lose control of your vehicle, go in the speed limit when the conditions aren't normal, like when it's dry, light, etc., you were then like being excessive about your driving at that point. Like, it's very important to be mindful of what you're doing, where you are, when you're doing it, how you're doing it. Like, there are so many different factors in life that can adjust the outcome of anything. Like, if you're like, oh, I've done this a million times, and then you do it a little differently somehow, and you see a completely different result. Well, it's because you did it a little bit differently. Like, things change. No matter how many times you do something, something's going to be slightly different than it was before. You may not notice what that thing is, but it exists. And with that, so now to be the best scammer you can be, call everybody you possibly can and sign them up to have Jehovah's Witnesses show up at their front door.
Damn it, llama. All right, on that, Trooper, let's see this video that you posted. And sadly, this guy must be an idiot.
Oh, is it from Pornhub?
What happens when you pull a fire alarm?
Oh, bro.
What happens when you pull a fire alarm in Costco? Go. As soon as I pulled it, the alarm started going off through the entire store, and tons of people were freaking out and evacuating.
How did you get banned from Costco?
Super empty since everyone was leaving, and since no one was looking, I took a bunch of snacks and even noticed fire trucks and police officers were pulling up to the parking lot. And I didn't want to get caught, so I quickly went to go hide behind some boxes. And after sitting there for 10 whole minutes, the alarm was still going off. Firefighters and employees were constantly passing by, searching the area. At this point, my heart was pounding. So to not look suspicious, I quickly got out my hiding spot. I grabbed one of the fire extinguishers off the wall and started spraying it everywhere so it looked like I was trying to help. And I made a run for the exit, and that's when the police.
Yeah, he needs to go to jail.
All right,
Here's the thing: this guy is a dumbass. It's called security cameras.
I was just about to say that. Like, where's security cameras? Because you can't avoid them.
Those little bulbs and globes things you see, they have a 360 fucking view.
Yeah, multiple things about this. Okay, for starters, don't pull fire alarms unless there's legitimately an emergency in which, like, fire alarms can get emergency response to you faster. Like, if there is legitimately an emergency, like, pull the alarm, fire or not. Like, if it's a legitimate emergency that requires fire rescue, EMS, like, it's a good way to get, like, emergency services rolling. I don't recommend it, though. I recommend, because everybody has a fucking cell phone, use that. Also, if you, like, the level of stupidity after pulling the fire alarm, I grabbed a fire extinguisher and sprayed it because I was trying to make it look like I was helping. Like, there was no smoke to begin with. Why even?
That would work.
Like,
before security cameras. That would work before certain technologies. It wouldn't work now these days when we live in a literal like camera world now. State like everybody's being video recorded. You have a fucking phone on you at all times that is recording you and listening to you at all times, seeing
Not to
trigger
mention
words.
you yourself are recording.
On a fucking list.
not just that. This dude himself is recording on social media as he's doing it as well.
Yeah, so there could be
It's like-
watching that way. Ives just popped out. I don't know if she needed, she had something to do or her phone died. Hopefully it didn't. If it is, hopefully she comes back. If not, we'll see you later. You're awesome. Number one fan. We love you. Other fans, you guys are welcome to join in and have a chaotic conversation with us.
Now, just for the record, all the fans should be set to about medium. It's not too warm of a day, but a nice little breeze would be good.
Damn it, Llama. That's not what I meant by fans, homie. But on that note, seriously, don't record your fucking like crimes, dumbass. Secondly, don't do crimes.
Hold on. Let's reverse the order in which that advice is given. Don't do crimes.
Well,
followed by don't record them either.
They're dumbasses. They shouldn't be doing it. Period. I don't know why kids haven't figured this out. Weren't there movies about
Weren't
this?
there movie?
Mm-hmm.
And
Hi,
according
we
to
love
the
you.
post
You're
that
back.
goes that came with the video, there's actually a post that come with the video. They say that this little asshole yanked the fire alarm at Costco, then proceeded to cause even more chaos by spraying his fire extinguisher. This won't stop. They're basically saying that that the federal government needs to be more proactive about enforcing laws for these people like this.
I do agree to a certain extent because you need to teach them a lesson.
not
No one wants to do stupid shit if fucking someone gets critically
It's
taught a
not
lesson.
necessarily the federal government that needs to do that. Federal government is a nationwide government. It's the city.
Well, I'm just going off what the post
Yeah,
said. Federal. I mean, you're
Yeah.
right. It needs to be state.
It's the cities that need to sit there and
they need to crack down.
the districts, the state, like
This
the
lenient
local
shit.
government needs to take a stronger stance on all this. Plus, just for the record, those fire extinguishers, they remove oxygen from the air. If there is somebody in the vicinity when you spray one of those off that you don't know
Like
are
me,
standing,
asthmatic?
even not asthmatic, it removes the oxygen. It removes the fuel source for the fire from the air, which is also ironically the fuel source that we utilize.
What fire breathes is what we breathe.
So, that fire extinguisher, discharging it in a non-emergency situation,
Especially like an old person or something that happens to be walking fucking past. You just fucking killed that dude or that old lady. Or a special needs kid that doesn't know what the fuck the white cloud smoke that just hit him in the throat is. Now they can't breathe. What if you would have killed one of the servicemen? What if you would have killed fucked up one of the firefighters and gave them some kind of poison inhalation? Or same thing with one of the police officers that probably came in to scout. These guys don't think about the consequences. Like when we grew up, I'm glad we grew up in a generation where we didn't have cameras, we didn't have cell phones and shit.
well, there were cameras. They just weren't as good as
Or
what are now.
wasn't as many.
But I mean,
Or as portable.
I grew up in a time where we got out of the house and
Back
pretty
in
much
my day.
if the street lights came back on before
It's
you
time-
were back
Time
home,
to go home.
then you had 5 seconds to get your ass there or you're on the next episode of Unsolved Mysteries.
Getting your ass beat on Jerry Springer. Yeah, I know how it was. The second
Jerry,
those
Jerry.
lights came on, you had to get home, and I was pedal biking my motherfucking ass, pumping that bike as hard as I can, and trying to do whatever I can to get home before I heard my dad's belt go crack, and me go.
Or getting whooped by, or being the next one to get whooped by a switch on cops.
Yeah.
Back in my day, the year
prefer
was 1903.
That's the thing. I prefer that. But on that note, let's hit it to the next segment, guys, girls, and squirrels.
It's everyone's favorite segment. It is celebrity birthdays.
Matter of opinion.
I like the intro. My shoulder's popping every time I do that. Wow, when did that happen?
I'm gonna pass out now. It was
Damn
a
it,
long
Lana,
day for me.
no!
Well, I mean, I just got so excited about
So
everybody's
excited.
favorite segment that I gotta take a nap.
Better come back, you whore.
I mean,
Or at least work on Pal World.
Pal World.
Nah, I mean, it'll probably be a week-long nap.
You and your hibernation state. Someone will crack you in the.
Look, I just want to take a coma in peace, okay?
You know, even after dying 3 times, I still never ended up in a coma. And I'm actually kind of glad because my dream world is terrible.
Anyways, we're gonna let him get started with this. Good night, everybody.
We're
I'm a
gonna
clown.
We're gonna start off today with. We're starting off on July 16th. We're gonna start it off with actor and comedian Will Ferrell.
You know, I
9 years
used
old.
to be a big fan of his, and then like it just kind of burned me out with playing like the same character in every movie.
Too many movies. That's the thing.
I love him in numerous movies. I'm trying to do numerous movies too. That's the whole point. I've been in 20 plus or more. I need to be in more, but not enough to get well known. I'm known on the internet for fighting, not for movies yet. But it will be the opposite soon. But for him, like I was a fan of his older stuff. His newer stuff, I actually haven't I've seen like parts, but I haven't seen all of it anymore. And I've just seen critics and a lot of it's rehashes. And then after I watched a pattern of how he acts, it's the same thing again and again and again, kind of. And it to me, it's just boring. Like I liked him. Also, I dated a girl that was just so obsessed with him that she said some of the weirdest things. Like she always thought about Will Ferrell even during like naughty times, and I was just like, nope, I'm good. And she was like that obsessed. She had posters of him everywhere.
As long as she didn't call your thing Will Ferrell, you were good.
She tried one day trying to say I look like him, and I was like, I do not look like Will Ferrell.
There's no resemblance at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers drummer looks more like Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I felt insulted. I didn't feel like complimented. The only thing I was like happy I was like, I got to play with her giant, massive, mega watermelons. But besides that, yeah, I know, right? But besides that, it was just I did not appreciate thinking I was Will Ferrell. I'm comedically funny, yes. I'm a strange individual, and I like to make people laugh, and it just makes me feel better. But yeah, I don't look like him. Also, I'm not as tall as him. I'm 6 foot. He's like 6'3" or 6'4". He's tall. He's like Trooper. Trooper's taller than him. You're a giant. Want to be a giant? If I had your size.
If you ever meet someone that tall, I'm just gonna look at you and say upsies.
I'm pretty much the second tallest behind Trooper, so I'm like 6'1".
We lift up heavy shit all day.
I'm gonna shut up now.
All right. Just talk, have fun. All right.
Okay.
What's the next birthday, guys? We're gonna do 2 more before we go to the next one. We're gonna try to do like 3 per
How about
day.
Corey Feldman, 55, best known as a child star in The Goonies and The Lost Boys. He also was in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Which one?
Wait, he was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
That's what I want to see which one it is.
According to sources, he was in Friday the 13th, chapter 4.
I remember that.
And the Stand By Me.
And Goblins. And Gremlins.
Oh.
Yep, yeah, he
I forgot
had the
about
slingshot.
Nice.
He would shoot the fucking gremlins in the face with the slingshot. What date are we on anyways? I love Gremlins. They should make a 3rd one. Part 1 and 2 are great.
Wait, they made a second Goonies?
They should have done a different month each time. They should have done a Thanksgiving Gremlins. They should have done a 4th of July Gremlins. Ooh, that would have been a really good one. They should have done a Halloween Gremlins. Well, technically, they did do a Halloween Gremlins. Yeah, they did. They did December and they did Halloween. So they did Christmas and Halloween.
Corey Feldman's Donatello. Corey Feldman was Donatello.
What?
My second favorite Ninja Turtle.
Wow.
Yep, in the live action production, of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, he was Donatello.
I should have looked. I own it, and I've never looked at the damn credits. I'm a movie guy.
Is that the one from the 80s, or is that the one
90s
TV show?
90s.
Okay.
I'm looking now in the 90s version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All the turtles, the people that played them actually made an appearance in the movie.
Yeah, and they were all the martial arts. The pizza guy, he was one of them.
Oh wow!
And then the passenger in the taxi cab.
Yep. Yeah, they all played characters and they played the turtles. And there's times if you freeze frame it and pause it just right, you can see the real face and mouth when their mouth would open.
In fact, he also did a movie called Bodella of Blood.
I did not know about that. I own all the Lost Boy movies that he like. I'm a big Lost Boy fan.
How about this? Bobby Lashley, WWE wrestler, 50 years old.
Bobby Lashley,
love that wrestler, man. He was actually my favorite.
That guy
in the
is
2000s.
like his body. I wished I could have. I've worked my ass off to have a good body, and that dude is jacked beyond jacked. That's what the Trooper would look like if he worked out like I did. Trooper, no joke. You would look just different skin color. Same thing with Dom here. You'd look like Bobby
Dom
Lashley.
would be the close. Dom would be a perfect mixture of Bobby Lashley and Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley.
You don't know who Bobby Lashley is? Dude, look him up. Look who Bobby Lashley
Oh
is.
yeah,
He's
I know who Bobby
wrestler,
Lashley is. He's my favorite wrestler.
He was
I was just trying to figure out-
asking who the second person I said was.
Oh, okay.
It was
He's like
Terry
one of the like
Crews.
top tier guys. Like,
is it weird to say that someone almost said I could be the next Terry Crews?
now that yes, Terry Crews. Yeah,
You could. You could.
Homie, once I get the gym fully
And
ready,
here's
you're
the
gonna
weird
be
part.
iron with
Here's
me
the
all
weird
time.
part.
You're gonna be bigger than me. I'm big, but I was a small base that worked his ass up to being a medium to large. You started off a large base. You're going to be a buff motherfucker. Same thing with Trooper here. When I'm done with you guys with training, you guys are going to be the scariest looking motherfuckers around. Me and Devontae are going to look smaller than you, but we're going to be faster. But you guys are going to be so just your power of the look, let alone when you flex. And when they find out how strong you guys really are, because you guys are already fucking Hercules and like Hulk strong. I know you both personally.
He said Hulk
strong, like proven strong men here in Michigan, and you can fucking tank it. You toe to toe with me for fucking what was it, like almost an hour straight up, just mercy and strength, and like no one lasted as long as you.
All right, let's get one more in and then move on to the next day.
Yeah.
Can I go?
Yep, go for it, and then we'll go to the next day.
All right. Here we go. Oh, I lost it at first. Okay, I got it now. I'm sorry. Excuse me a second. Alexandria Shipp, movie actress, 35. She's known for playing the Lifetime version of Aaliyah, and she was Storm in X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah, I liked X-Men Apocalypse. It was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed it. How old is she?
She's 35.
Oh, wow. All right, so on to the next day, Thunderbase. What is it?
We are on to the 17th now. We're going to start that off with actor celebrity David Hasselhoff.
Oh, snap.
Chicks dig.
Knight Rider. Best known from Knight Rider. He was Michael Knight on Knight Rider. And he also plays Mitch Buchanan on Baywatch.
Yep, I remember him from Baywatch. That's where I first remember him from. Is that in Knight Rider?
Knight Rider was actually the first one I saw.
I seen him in
Baywatch until I was.
Well, it was because Pam Anderson.
I didn't watch
big titties, so I was like, hey, but I like. I don't like fake.
I wasn't allowed to watch Baywatch until I was much older.
I was about to say why, but there's what's up?
I've heard you twice. You duplicate herself.
I'm sorry. I didn't know how to do that. My mom called me and parents.
The only reason
She has
the only reason it duplicated is because of my internet is taking so long to upload.
Yeah,
That's the reason.
my mom called and I always say parents
You're
come
fine,
first.
Hodge.
Weird. How come you couldn't watch Baywatch at a certain age? There was nothing
it
bad
was
about it.
his family was very
Because of how sheltered I
yeah, he was sheltered
Fair enough.
for terms. But
The last thing I remember David Hasselhoff did, it was Click.
I was exposed to everything very early,
Also-
so that's why I'm so probably expressive and open about everything. But also, I'm very thought provocative because I've had to learn to avoid certain conversations now.
Between
Fair enough.
Wait, we're supposed to
Between
avoid conversations. I don't.
2009.
Yeah.
Between
How many?
2006 2009, he was a judge on America's Got Talent. He also appeared as himself in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. And he also plays Gilbert Grayson Shepard in Sharknado 3.
I got one right.
I did not realize he was in Sharknado.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, I got one right here. Donald Sutherland, 1935 to 2024, movie actor. He was in MASH and in the Hunger Games, Dirty Dozen, Invasion of Body Snatchers.
Dude was amazing.
Yeah, he did a lot.
He's the father of Kiefer Sunderland.
Nice. All right, let's do two more before we shift this off.
Alrighty.
We gotta get this one. Queen Camilla Parker Bowles. She is the second wife of King Charles III.
Oh, snap.
And because he's king now, she's now queen.
All right, let's do one more.
I have one. If no one, I'm sorry. If anybody has anything else,
I have one. Daniel Sluffman. He's
All
dead.
right,
He
we're-
died June 20th, 2024, at the age of 88.
oh, Donald Sutherland.
We just did that one.
I have one.
All right,
I
that's
have-
Dom.
Heather Langenkamp, 62, movie actress, best known for Nancy Thompson in the 1984 horror slasher A Nightmare on Elm Street and Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors.
You tell him. All right, let's go on to the next one, Thunderbase.
All right, we're on to July 18th now, and we're going to actually start that off with the man that caused the whole effect in the first place, Nelson Mandela. Died December
Mandela
5th, 2013.
You know what's bad? There's an actual Mandela Awards for dumbasses. People
Nelson Mandela is like
die in the dumbest way. They get famous for that reason. I've stuck a rocket up my ass. Went, pew.
But he was one of the leaders of the South African Revolutionary.
Well, you have to. One thing you have to really understand. Nelson Mandela was in.
I was thinking Darwin.
Yeah. South Africa back when Nelson Mandela was younger was horrible, like terribly segregated. Like take our segregation back in the day, times that by 10, and that's South Africa.
Yeah, they people went retarded and they wanted segregation again, and it's the opposite side this time, and it's kind of retarded. But I just don't understand it. But yeah, the Mandela effect that happened, and I was one of the first kids to actually report the Berenstain Bears books.
Oh wow!
In the 19 Yep,
There was a
1990.
Celsium and a Kazium.
Yep.
And don't
Yep.
forget
I was in elementary school and I actually somehow failed a class, like a grade, because of it. And my teachers was like, I don't get it. He does good with all the rest. He always does Berenstain Bears. And this one was
Oh,
Berenstain
wow.
Bears. And there was 3 of them in there out of these like 24 like different books that were all like Berenstain Bears, but this one was Berenstain Bears. But they were from the same publisher, the same creator, but they weren't a misprint.
that's
And
the same kind of
we-
Mandela effect.
We were
how they
some of the
spelled
people that
Flintstones.
reported it. And the thing is, the hydrocolliders, that if you study the hydrocolliders, and the 3 hydrocolliders that were created, one in America, one in Europe, and where was the other one?
Russia.
Russia. Okay. There was 3 of them in a triangulation They all activated at the same time. America faked one. They made a fake one above and made a real one underground because we were being smart about it. And then it like merged us with two different universes, making it so other fucking things happen. That's why people have been going crazy. You
Like
see
the disappearance of Sinbad
copies of
Shazam.
yourself, people that look just like you, and you're like, how the fuck? And I've
Like
seen
the
it.
disappearance of Sinbad Shazam.
Yeah, the Sinbad movie. You guys remember the Sinbad movie? I remember the Sinbad movie. That's the
I
universe.
do. I watched it. It was one of the first Sinbad movies I watched with my dad.
And they try to swear up and down. He never made it. And there's people that pulling out a VHS of the Sinbad movie.
Can I also pull out another Mandela effect that when they say the Luke, I'm your father line, that never existed?
It's Luke.
But until the
I've heard
Mandela
of Luke,
effect
I am your father, and there's Luke, I'm your father. I've heard both, but I
There's
remember
Luke,
I am your father.
and there's
Same thing
no
with
I am your
CP3O being
father.
fully gold. I actually own VHS with CP3O being fully gold, and everybody's swearing up and down he had a silver leg the whole fucking time. No, I own the original triple box set with him having fully gold legs.
Mm-hmm.
Before they did the mysterious, he has one silver leg. And we didn't get that until after. The first movie, he had gold legs. When he got blown into pieces, then he had a silver leg.
Oh yeah, I remember what you're talking. Okay, I remember
Mandela
that.
effect.
One.
There's
Yes.
some of us are from different universes that have been brung in one shot in a weird way, like something happened. I think that happened. I know people think it's crazy, but the more you research it, the more you're like, what the fuck? I've been
Ooh,
studying
here's
this
a good
since
one.
I was
How about this? Molly Brown, 1867 and 1932. Titanic survivor.
Titanic Survivor.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
There's only a few of them.
Interesting.
Do we do Vin
I
Diesel?
never-
He is,
looks kinda
he
like
is
you.
actually the inspiration for Rose in Titanic, the movie Titanic. She is the inspiration for Rose.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yep. Molly Brown is the inspiration for that character.
No, I actually enjoyed that movie. It's actually pretty dark and really goth if you really think about it.
Well, what do you expect it to be? Oh, sunshine, and it's a movie about one of the worst disasters of that time period.
Because they were dumbasses and didn't fucking turn in time, and they didn't pay attention, and they used the wrong fucking metal material.
Yeah, a kid actually went to the Titanic simulation. This kid went to a Titanic
Okay, he was one of the only ones that made it.
Saved. He actually made it where the Titanic wouldn't hit the iceberg.
He was the only one.
Yep.
He fucking
Well,
cranked
they
that
also
bitch.
used the wrong kind of rivets. So the rivets that they used
Conversations like this.
when it hit the
I
ice,
just
it sheared them like paper.
What'd you say, Ives?
I just having a conversation about the Titanic and the conspiracy that was not the original ship, and they were supposed to have a flashlight and they didn't. The original
I've seen it, it was too
Titanic
late.
was still docked. They swapped boats.
Yeah, there was a sister. They made a sister.
Yeah, the one that
I think
actually
they
came and
killed
saved
a large
the
amount of
one that
people that
came
they
and
wanted.
saved them was the real Titanic.
I think
one
it's what
that
they
came
did
and
was they
saved
wanted
them.
to assassinate a large group of people all around the same time. They all had influence that had high names because a lot of people on that ship were well-named individuals that were unique.
But
and
also,
did
they
things on
wanted to
their own.
get rid of that captain as well. They wanted to get rid of the
Right.
captain.
And here's what I think somebody offered is they were really into conspiracy theories and all. I was like, you do realize Oreos were just made right
Conspiracy
before that?
means that it's there's some fiction.
Oreos are not Milk's favorite cookie. They are Leviathan's favorite cookie.
Yep. They're Leviathans. They're actually meant and created by a demonic essence. If you
And
actually
if you
study
look at them, if you look at them through a magnifying glass, you will see little mites and creatures crawling throughout Oreo cookies.
I haven't eaten Oreo since.
Yep, you look at the front of them, and it literally has the Leviathan symbol on it.
What'd you say?
If you look at a lot of the American food processed through the stores, there's
Yep.
a lot of food that's not supposed to be in there. Why do I know this? I was raised on a farm.
Oh yeah, I would prefer. I had farm food when I was younger too, and I was healthier then. I've been going actually through health issues lately, and actually fighting cancer and stuff and having a lot of problems. Even though I'm all buff and I'm strong as fuck on my outsides, my insides are ripped apart. I'm dying.
There's also, if you have people that raise cattle, there's a difference between grain-fed and grass-fed animals.
Yeah. And I miss fresh eggs. I miss real. Damn it, Thomas! Stop yelling at me, you hooker!
Yeah, rather than manufactured eggs that don't even have real.
Yeah, they're poisoning us.
And actually, duck eggs are better to bake with, and they're
I
higher
eat boiled
protein.
eggs. I eat boiled because it's better than cooking them. You're actually cooking eggs actually takes away a lot of the vitamins and proteins and everything that are in it. If you boil it though, you get all the stuff still inside.
But if you also eat duck
Boiled
eggs,
eggs all the time to keep me back to how I'm getting jacked again, and I'm loving it because I'm finally getting all my proteins in my body back. Because I literally survived cancer in my ass and stuff, and literally had parts of me ripped out. I'm literally a pain in my ass for the rest of my life. I am in pain.
yeah, my mom is almost.
And that's why I'm always
4
angry.
So I understand. My mom was a cancer survivor. They actually said that.
I survived it once. I'm fighting it again. It's not fun.
No. Just know I'm here and I understand.
Oh yeah, and I appreciate it. It's not fun to have parts of you taken out, and I'll never have them back. I can't grow them back. It's gone. I have to be mindful how I am for the rest of my life. And people don't realize it, and I've had to go through all this pain and suffering. People like mocking, ridiculing, lying, slandering, and then they're like, "Oh fuck, this guy's dying," and then they're like, "Oh, well, I thought you were just a big buff healthy guy." No, I work out and keep myself healthy because I'm falling apart. Because if I didn't keep myself working out, I'd be dead.
Look, I would be in a lot better shape if my family didn't sell their farm. I was able to lift 50-pound bales of hay.
Oh yeah, I get you. Farm people are stronger. I know. A farm boy is way fucking stronger than a city boy. I know. Hey, they just got to get back into the working out, the health, and just figuring out what, like sugars. Cut out sugar. 100%. That's the biggest one.
To survive and not kill people at work.
Oh, I know. Caffeine is different. You can have coffee without it.
Coffee.
I know.
Well, then
it
have
sucks.
tea. Have tea. You'll still get the caffeine.
Yeah, true. Have tea. Hey, like if you want to know health, Ives, do you ever want to know? I'm a personal trainer as well. I teach. My wife is some of the best shape she's ever been. She's had a kid and everything, and good shape. And she used to be a big girl. I'll let you know. She was a big girl, around in every way. And then she met me, worked out with me every day, trained with me every day, worked out with me every day. I made it a habit.
I'm trying to find a tea that will
health is it too. She figured out food things that changed her whole body and health too, and she's perfect.
Well, it's not always about
It tastes good.
Oh yeah, there's so many different reasons.
Try Twiggy's wild berry. It's delicious. Even without sugar, it's still really good.
Yeah, natural sugars like honey, cherries. Well, for Thunderbase, they can't have cherries, but for everybody else, blueberries, stuff like that, strawberries. Yeah, natural substances are better. Avoid. And this goes for everybody. I know it's a birthday segment, but hey, for all you guys in health, be mindful of what you eat and everything. Taken from a guy that's literally healthy, has an 8-pack, built, really good body, and his insides are rotten from all the poisons he's had to ingest over the years. Because
Okay,
of these.
my mom, she is a type 1 diabetic, and she has to watch her, or type 2 diabetic.
Yep.
She has
And
to
you gotta,
watch her son.
the healthier you are, you can fight that and stuff. Like I've felt a lot of my health problems and they've been getting better because I've cut out a lot of the processed stuff, processed meat, processed anything, diet anything, bad for you. It says diet on it. It's not diet. It means die. What's the first word you hear before you hear the T? Die. It's poison. Go ahead. Sorry.
One more birthday.
It tastes nasty anyway.
My rants that always go on. The chaotic minds, people.
Can I go? If anybody else didn't yet.
Go, Dominant Visions. Show us.
All right. Kristen Bell, TV actress, 46. She's best known for Veronica Mars. Disney's Frozen, and she is Amy Rose in the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 4.
She's gonna be Amy?
Yes.
I'm so excited for the next Sonic movie. Oh,
Because
I'm super Sonic fan.
That's if the real Jim Carrey is actually in.
From what they stated, like this was Jim Carrey. They finished the actual human filming first, and that was 2 years ago.
Yes,
that was before the fake Jim Carrey.
In the
appeared.
film itself.
So the real Jim Carrey would
The film
probably
was
be
being
appearing
set
in
to
this.
release March
So this will
17th.
probably be the last movie with
His
the real
last
Jim Carrey.
film. This will be real Jim Carrey's last film before the fake Jim Carrey, whatever the fuck that thing is. That's not Jim Carrey. Different
That's
eye
a
measurement.
Anchorman that went missing years ago that just now finally popped back up. One of its
Yep.
biggest things was celebrity impersonation.
Oh yeah, have you seen it, Ives? Have you looked at the pictures, the comparisons of Jim Carrey and the new supposed Jim Carrey? Doesn't sound like him. Eyes different. Eye distance is different. You can't change that in real life.
Actually, I heard somebody say that it was a double of his, not
Yeah,
like
we're saying a fake him, not a real him. It was a fake him that they've been trying to hide the real him for a while, ever since because he finished the wrap up of the live action part of Sonic 4. Same thing with the guy that plays Cyclops. He finished up that part as well with him because they both worked together in that movie. And then that's it. Like they haven't heard from actual Jim Carrey since. He hasn't been active.
He went on a Tonight Show after that, exposed all of the Illuminati, and then went up and then
Yeah,
made
he
a
exposed
surprise
that shit.
appearance and then made a surprise appearance at a red carpet event where he flat out said none of this actually matters. None of the
Like I watched a lot of the live shows that were happening at the time when Jim Carrey popped up because he's one of my favorite actors. Like I inspire a lot from him and Weird Al and stuff like that. Like I may be like the buff guy that could fight and everything, be the cool guy, but in all actuality, I'm a comedian. I am a jokester. I am a ha 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 laugh at me kind of guy. I love that kind of stuff. I prefer it.
if you think about it, why do you not see Cat Williams a whole lot now either?
Yep, yeah, people are disappearing, and they're
Those
they're
that
being
speak
replaced.
out, those that don't stay silent, they
Or
don't.
mysteriously end up with a weird disease that they can't speak anymore,
Mhm.
like Bruce Willis. He spoke out about something and mysteriously he got sick, and now he can't talk and doesn't remember any of his past. I feel so bad for him. His two daughters, he holds on to them watching movies of when he was younger, like The Fifth Element, my favorite movie by him, and crying because he doesn't remember. And that's terrifying. That's why I want to do all these movies. I want to make all these shows. I want to get all this stuff in history so I can sit there with my kids and hold them and know that there's a legacy that they can follow. I'm building all this stuff for them, not for me. I've been there. I have action figures. I have T-shirts with my face on it. I've been on poster boards and fucking billboards. I've been famous. I've been on TV. I don't care. I care about the future for everybody else. I wanted a good future. So that's why I do what I do. And it's a painful sacrifice because I don't know how long I got.
I'm trying
I
to
know
recover.
the next day. Yeah. Right.
But with that, we're going to move on to the 19th. We're going to start that off with Brian May, guitarist, singer, and songwriter of Queen.
How about Jared Padalecki?
Jared Padalecki.
Jared Padalecki.
Name.
Best known for his role as Dean Foster in Gilmore Girls and Sam Winchester from Supernatural.
Yep, I loved him in Supernatural. I had
Yeah,
my one friend.
He's actually had a really good career. He's had two major series under his belt.
Oh, I remember hanging out with a girl that Hermie had this like biggest crush on each other.
What if I
And we
told
would
you
watch
that Jared
Supernatural,
Padalecki was
hang
the
out,
new
and
Walker Texas
things would happen,
Ranger?
and she swore up and down and told me for years she was lesbian. But every time he came on the screen, she was not a lesbian. It was fun.
That's funny. What if I told you guys that Jared Padalecki was the new Walker Texas
Wait,
Ranger?
what?
What a series called Walker.
He's going to be the new Texas Ranger.
He already
Did he get blessed by Chuck Norris before Chuck Norris decided to go to heaven by himself and kick the crap out of death?
That part I am unknown.
Because what he did was he beat up Death, and then he decided, you know what? I already beat you. And then he puts his hand on and became the new Death. Don't mess with Chuck Norris, or Chuck Norris will get you.
Hey, is that the reason why is that the reason why a bunch of people are dying so much? Because no one can face Chuck Norris?
Why do you think America's winning against Iran? We took out their assholes. All 80 of them. I mean, sorry, but you deserved it. You should have been threatened for 47 years in raping and killing people for 1,400 years. Sorry, I know history. I read because I'm an asshole. You just
How
know
about
stupid
this?
people who don't know the truth.
EDM
Go ahead.
and pop. How about this? EDM and pop DJ / producer Fred again. He's worked with such artists as BTS, Skrillex, Eminem, Brian Eno, and Ed Sheeran.
I got one right here. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, Cumberbatch.
Wow, I fucked that up in 3 languages. All right, 50 years old, level 50. Movie actor, also known for Doctor Strange, The Illuminati, Alan Turing, Sherlock Holmes, 12 Years a Slave, and Patrick Melrose. I don't know that one, actually. I didn't watch that one. But I'm a big fan of him as Doctor Strange. I actually like how he portrayed. Also, he played the dragon in the in one of the Lord of the Rings for the prequels that were The Hobbit.
He played Smaug in
Wow.
Hobbit.
He was the dragon.
Interesting.
That was him. All the movements, and here's the thing: the actual movements of the dragon were him. He actually did crawl on all fours, run around, and move like a dragon as much as he could. And they captured all of it in the bodysuit, and they turned that bodysuit into an actual how the dragon moved. So they made it like the actual dragon's chasing the dwarves, and they added the dwarves in there, stating this is how the dragon's going, and he would start like slithering around, and it was really cool. I watched all the special effect like after things, and I was just a big fan of it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like the.
But here's a fun fact I would like
He
to share.
can kindly call you an asshole without you realizing it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, done that.
All right, next person, and then we're gonna go on. You guys got one? If not, I got one. John Jones, 39, MMA fighter. He held the International UFC Lightweight Championship once in the 2020s. And then also for Lightweight UFC, and later on he won again. He moved up to the heavyweight division when he got older. He held the championship for the first time at 23 years old. Almost the same as me. My first championship was, I think it was 22. And then my second, third, and fourth were all around the same time. And I had 10 championships altogether. So that was pretty cool. At least for pro wrestling. For MMA, it was 2. But I had 24 wins and 4 losses and 2 draws. I think I did pretty good for MMA. Pro wrestling, almost 5,000 matches. That's a lot of wrestling.
That's pretty cool, man.
Why do you think I'm in
I
so
did
much
have
pain?
one, but I guess I missed that one, so I lucked out.
I retired from it early because of my injuries. All right,
Let's move
so
on to
we
July
got
20th. Let's move on to July 20th. We're going to start that off with Chris Cornell, former lead vocalist of Soundgarden and Audioslave. Died in 2017 at the age of 52.
All right, I got one right here. Sandra Oh, 55, TV actress. She was in Grey's Anatomy, Princess Diary, Sideways, Romana and Bezus, and Killing Eye.
Ramona
She was
and
in-
Beezus.
Yeah, sorry, you spoke it right. I didn't. Thank you for the correction. I've watched her quite a bit. I'm a big fan of the Asian women.
Her latest project she's done, which I can't remember, but I can recently say one of her recent work was It's called Disney's Turning Red.
Nice.
That was a good movie.
She played Ming, the mother of the lead character.
All right, let's
Okay,
do one.
I know what you're talking about.
Let's do one more for a shift.
I have one. Judy Greer, movie actress, 51. She's Michigan's own, by the way. She's known
Hell
for
yeah,
titles.
Michigan.
She's known for titles such as Arrested Development, Ant-Man, Wes Craven's Cursed, and Jawbreaker.
Oh man, I remember Jawbreaker.
She was Fern Mayo, aka
Fuck your
Violet.
movies. Don't judge me.
She's very underrated.
Hey, I'm not going to say nothing. It's just my face I can't control.
No, it's fine. I love girl movies. Now that I have a daughter, it's even better.
Look, I'm a Disney adult, so
She actually doesn't care for Disney. She likes a couple of them. She likes the older stuff from like what was it? Fuck. All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Don Bluth.
Don Bluth, thank you. The Don Bluth stuff. She loves Don Bluth. She loves
He formerly worked for Disney, but he got. I believe he either left or he got fired.
and Land
So he
Before
ended up
Time
with
and stuff like that, like the original stuff. She likes the stuff that I showed her from like back in the
Anastasia, Troll of Central Park.
Oh my
American
God, I haven't
Tales.
shown her that one yet. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, it's a good one.
a lot of the old Disney movies, if you watch them on Disney Plus, they have an actual warning on them.
I hate that. I hate.
I fucking hate that. I'm like,
You
why
know, if
is
you
it
sign for
racist?
Disney Plus, you actually sign your life away that if you ever go to a Disney park of any sort and you die, you can't sue.
Yeah.
That's
Actually,
stupid.
there was the people that tried
Never
to
signed
sue
it.
some points.
Darn, I lucked out on this one. Oh well.
Oh, we got one right here. We have to get the. Sorry, it's up to Thunder Base. We're on 21st now.
We're on the 20th.
20th still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darn, I lucked out on one. Oh well.
We got one right here. Chris Carnell.
That was the first one I said.
Oh fuck, fudge balls. I mean, son of a squirrel. I don't know.
But there is one on here that no one has said yet that needs to be said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said I lucked out.
Carlos Santana.
Yes, that was
Santana.
one, and there was another one. But yes, Carlos Santana.
Mexican guitarist.
I got a fact check for you on that one. That's very interesting about him.
He is
I lucked
He
out
would
on
not read.
I actually
actual
lucked out on
music.
that one and another Carlos.
He couldn't. He couldn't read music until his later years. He actually
Dang,
didn't know how to
I
read.
did not knew that.
Yep.
He just knew how to play, and he was good at playing and
That's
memorizing.
that actually makes sense.
It's actually one of the things him and my
Talent.
dad bonded on.
Yeah,
It-
he had
it's actually
natural
literally one
talent.
of the things him and my dad bonded on. Because
Yeah.
there was a moment where my dad actually got to perform in Carlos Santana's band for a concert.
That's really cool.
That's
an honor.
interesting, man.
I
I
love
do-
his music.
I want to say
He,
I lucked out on one of the birthdays, so
was,
I kind of missed.
One of my favorite songs by his is always going to be Sweet.
It's pretty nice.
All right, let's Thunder Base next one, or are we doing one
Oh,
more?
yep, we're going on to the 21st now. We are going to
Yeah,
start
I'll
it
work
off
on it.
with Norway, the
Bring it.
Norwegian badass in football, Erling Haaland.
Nice.
26.
I got one right here. One of my favorite actors, Robin Williams, 1951, 2014. I don't believe he killed himself. I believe someone killed him. I believe because he died the same way Chester did from Linkin Park. He died the same way another band member from another band died that was calling out the pedos. And a lot of people that called out the pedos died the exact same way, mysterious, hanging from their second floor with their arms tied behind their back. And it was
You know what?
called a suicide. And I'm sitting there going, how is it a suicide if you had hung yourself that way? No. There's no
you know
way.
what? I feel the same way about that.
He got
What you
murdered.
just said there.
And it was
lost
by the
lives.
people that protect the pedos, the Epstein people. They called it out. He called it out. and he's not gonna
Real
come out.
quickly, speaking of Epstein,
Uh-oh.
you know that
Ives,
you know
no.
how there's that one guy that that goes by, I think it's like Beach.
Palm Beach Pete. They
Yes.
confronted him and
Somebody
proved it.
actually somebody got curious because they pulled up next to him on the road. They rolled down their window and shouted Jeffrey, and the dude answered.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Yeah. He's been caught several times. He has the same tattoos. They've his same facial structures and everything. He's only had a couple little surgeries. Same exact
why-
houses. Like he wasn't
Mhm.
smart enough to change fucking buildings.
No.
Same buildings, same car, just change the fucking license plate name.
Oh,
And how is he not
Straight up,
dead? And he's in
everyone-
Florida. He should have already been taken care of already by now or arrested by now.
Yeah, it's like seriously, dude. We know
Oh,
know
man, I
it's you.
forgot I don't know if
It's
I
like
sent you that
Jeffrey. We know it's you.
for the politics chat. I don't know if I sent you that video. Fuck. There was one of that crazy trans person that fucking went nuts on in
Well, I
Florida.
pulled up all three that you sent me. So.
All right, I don't remember what I sent you. Shit.
I got
All right.
I'll check them out. If not, I'll send you that.
How
one.
about Don Knox? He
Ooh.
died February
Ooh.
2026 at the age of 81. Best known for his role as Deputy Barry Files in the Andy Griffith Show. He also was in Pleasantville, and he was in the Three's Company, I think it's called.
And don't forget about his. I think you do. I don't know if you said it. His own sitcom called Knox Landing, and he was TW Turtle in Cats Don't Dance.
Nice.
Nice. How about this? Jamie Whalen, 37, best known as Crab from Harry Potter.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Was he one of the Slytherins?
Yeah, he was the other boy that was with Draco. It was Crab and Goyle. He was Crab.
All right, so I was in the right.
So he has crabs.
Ew.
I got one.
Here you go, Thunderbase. I'm gonna send it to you right
David
now.
Gaz Malikan, movie actor, 51. He's known for titles such as Ant-Man, The Suicide Squad, and upcoming Street Fighter film as M.
You're
Bison.
gonna laugh. Like no joke, Thunderbase. You're gonna fucking laugh.
Oh,
All right.
This one? I saw that on Cash Jordan. I saw that with
I
Cash
saw
Jordan.
Tactone and Nux. And I can't stop laughing. Like finally it's almost over. The wolf is dying.
Oh
and
man.
breath. All right, let's do one or two more.
Do one more.
Okay.
What, did
Anybody?
you guys get Josh Harnett?
Nope.
Josh Harnett, 48, movie actor. 48 years old. He was in Pearl Harbor, Black Hawk Down, the Virgin Suicides, 40 Days and 40 Nights, Penny Dreadful. He was in a couple other things as well. I remember in a few things. I believe he was also in that cool movie Faculty. Yeah, that was
He
him.
was in The
He was in
Faculty, yes.
Faculty. I
He's
fucking
from-
love the movie Faculty. Do you guys remember that movie?
I do.
I don't even know
It was
what you're talking about.
Thunderbase, you out of everybody needs to watch The Faculty. A water parasite creature
Faculty.
that's symbiotes with people and take over. You.
Oh, I remember that. Is that the one where how they found it out was with drugs up their nose?
Yep. Yeah, they snorted fucking pretty much like
It's a movie with Elijah Wood and Usher was in.
crushed up,
High school
dried
students.
stuff that give you energy. What are they called? The energy pills, the caffeine pills. They had to snort up
God,
large
yes.
amounts of caffeine, and because it dries you out,
Mm.
and it fucking reveal if you're a monster or not. Dude, Thunderbase, look up later when you can. Type it in somewhere. The Faculty.
Yeah,
Can I
that's a
add
good
one
movie.
more film that
1990.
Josh Harnett did?
Phenomenal movie.
He
Love
was
it.
also in Halloween H2O, which he was the son of Laurie Strode, John.
Good actor. I'll give you that. For his
All right,
face,
let's
you don't
move on to today.
All right.
All right, July 22nd. We're going to be starting that off with pop singer and actress Selena Gomez, 34.
Ooh,
I got
nice.
I got one right here. A
I got
comedy
one.
actor, David Spade.
Ooh.
Two TV
That's
actor.
One of the original SNL guys.
Yep, Saturday Night Live, one of the originals. Joe Dirt, which is who's mostly known for now. Tomboy, The Benchwarmers, Grown Ups, Black Sheep, Hotel Transylvania as the Invisible Guy.
Oh,
Emperor's
I'm
New
trying to
Groove
get
as
this one.
Emperor's New Groove.
As Kuzco.
Fucking love Emperor's
Oh.
New Groove. One of my favorite movies.
How
And they
about
still-
this?
I haven't shown my kid that
Heartbreak
yet. Oh, I need to show
Kid
her that.
himself. How about this? The Heartbreak Kid himself, Shawn Michaels.
Oh, the master of the super kick. Sweet chin.
Jimmy.
I have been super
to
kicking.
tune up the band.
I love that. I love that.
Right, I love the super kick. I've done it to so many people. And the sweet chin music style is better because you fade them. You fake it at first. They think and they duck at first, and then when they come back up, that's when you get them. And then they just go out. I love how he does it.
The only one that actually does it right nowadays is Jey Uso. Jey Uso is the only one that does it right, and that's because he was actually trained by Shawn Michaels.
I fucking love that move. It's so simple.
I got
It
one.
works. All right, Trooper, what is it?
How about Danny Glover? He's 80 years old.
Darn it, Trooper.
Best known for his role as Roger Murtaugh
I got one more after that.
in Lethal Weapons franchise,
I love
as
Lethal.
well as being he was in the Saw franchise as well. I think he was only in the first movie. He was also in what was it?
The Color Purple as Albert Mr.
Angels in
Johnson.
the Outfield, and what was the other one?
Good movie.
All right, Trooper, after yours, I'm going to get one. I got an actor.
What was that one with the sniper? The shooter.
Oh, shooter. Nice. I got one right here. William Defoe, 71. Movie
Willem.
actor. I've actually been a fan of this guy.
Willem.
Good
Will
one.
Will M.
Somebody had to get him.
Steve always said it different.
AKA,
he was in
Green
Boondock-
Goblin.
Yeah. I didn't know he was in
Actually,
Boondock
he made
Saints.
one of his most famous
Oh, sorry,
roles.
wrong thing. I was
is
thinking
in,
Boondock Saints, the
a
cartoon. not the
film
movie.
called
I loved him in that one.
is-
Wild Heart Spider-Man as Green Goblin. He did really good in that one.
He's also known for the role.
He
He's
was in the movie
he
with
has
Madonna.
actually
It was a sex movie.
he's actually the actor who did the iconic role in what was the movie? Apocalypse Now. Oh no, not Apocalypse Now. It was.
No, he was in Spider-Man. He was in the Boondock Saints. Like there.
He was also the father in Elf. He also
Yeah.
plays
Oh,
Elf's
wow.
father in Elf.
He was the voice of Bill
You know,
in
the first
Finding
movie
Nemo.
I remember him in and know him for was a movie with him and Madonna. It
Oh
was a
wow, what was
weird,
that called? Oh,
perverted
wow.
movie where he was like a detective and she
Oh,
was like
God,
a
I forgot
murderer
what that's
thief,
called.
and she killed her husband, so she manipulated him with like sex and love and lust,
Oh
and she
my
poured
God,
hot wax
yes,
on him,
that
and they had this whole sex
Mm-hmm.
scene, and like I got to see her titties for the first time, and like Madonna has some nice titties.
Platoon. That was the movie. He was in that iconic scene where he's getting left behind and he throws his arm up because he was getting shot at.
God, Platoon, right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
He's
have
been in a lot-
one
he's been in
here.
a lot of movies.
I have one here. Voice actor James Arnold Taylor, 57. He's best known for titles like Star Wars: The Clone Wars, as Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars Rebels, as well. Johnny Test, the titular character. He plays Ratchet in Ratchet and Clank, both game and the
Obi-Wan
movie.
and Ratchet and Clank.
Yes, the movie and the game. He was Ratchet. And he's also appeared in Final Fantasy. I believe he's the voice of the main character. I can't pronounce how you pronounce his name. I think it's Titus or Titus. Titus, I believe.
T-I-T, is it T-I-T-U-S?
It's Tidus. I think it's Titus.
Titus.
Tidus.
And that'll be the last one for tonight at Thunder Base.
We got one more right here.
What is it?
Say it.
Alex Trebek.
Finally, that's the best
Died
play.
in November
Yes.
8th, 2020. Longtime host of TV's greatest game show, Jeopardy.
I'm not gonna lie, it's still I kind of miss his face on Jeopardy. It's not. It don't seem so Jeopardy.
Jeopardy's not the same anymore. Jeopardy
Exactly.
is kind of taking a whole new twist to it. It's weird.
Yeah, especially with one of his favorite contestants is taking over as host now. Ken Jennings is his name, I think. I don't know.
All right, a Thunder Base. That was
Happy birthday to you and to all of those that we may have missed. But at this point, it is time we move on to weather.
I'm scared of that
one place. We're all places. Motherfucker! Dude, sky's the dude's little dude. Sorry,
We're not seeing
someone has
smoky skies here in the day, but there's still more than 900 wildfires burning right across, hundreds raging out of control. In this province, wildfires raging in Ontario appear to have pushed us to our worst wildfire season on record.
CTV Scott Hurst is on the story this morning again today. Yeah. So, Scott, what is the latest on the threat impacting communities right across the country?
Jerry Maria and John Wildfire.
Trooper put his arm out at the right time as I was starting to lose consciousness, and I fucking hooked onto his arm and made sure I didn't fall and hit the concrete. I thank him for it. I was fucking poisoned because of that shit. I was messed up for the whole weekend after. I had to work Thursday, and I had to work Friday, and this fucking poison in it me up so bad that on Thursday, Trooper literally reached his arm out, and right at the perfect like Trooper, you had the greatest intuition. Put your arm out at the right time, and I fucking hooked on you. And I'm like,
well, hey, it earned you some ice cream. It earned you ice cream.
Talk about earning your brownie points.
Yeah, but I went home all messed up, couldn't breathe right. It felt like I smoked like 5 to 10 packs of cigarettes. Like I
smoke.
Yeah, it was. And the Friday wasn't as bad, but it was still dangerous. And then Saturday was still all right. And Sunday it came back, and then it went away on Monday.
Yeah, and from the way it's looking, it's still burning. There are still over 100 fires still left uncontrolled.
Jeez, that's insane.
And that smoke's still going up, and that jet stream is just getting ready to bring a whole nother round of smoke through.
That's dangerous, guys. Smoke is one thing, but when you have that much smoke inhalation.
And from the looks of it, too, the way that if you actually look at the satellite imagery from when the smoke actually started, it starts in a straight line like a laser, like how it did with LA, with California.
It was like it was intentional.
Yeah.
I kept saying, looking at the back, it was giving me vibes of the LA wildfire, which was, I think,
one of the things that gives it away, though. Blue is the only thing that was not burned. Blue is the only color that a laser cannot burn.
It's water. All right, guys.
They continue to burn dangerously close to Morcus, particularly in northwestern Ontario, forcing more.
Yeah, it was toxic. The air actually was toxic. Where we
more
live,
than 3 million hectares. Overall, compared to yesterday, the total number of fires has dropped coast to coast, but of course,
we know.
To burn through
me and Dom were getting hit with it.
Continue to threaten communities.
All Detroit,
I know.
All our areas.
Lansing was terrible. Lansing was terrible because we're higher up than you.
No,
we got even denser fog. Even denser smoke. We were on the worst part. We were past unhealthy. We were past unhealthy and on extremely hazardous.
Yeah, people were having hard times breathing
here in Lansing.
I was about to ask Ives, like, how was it in Ohio? Like in the nether regions, a little further down, where we're like up in the Michigan area. Internet's having a problem with her too.
The tropics itself pretty busy with.
If you guys don't notice, have you anybody else noticed that internet's been acting weird lately?
Oh yeah.
Like my phones, my connections, almost everything is just weird now and clicking off occasionally and skipping or resetting or jumping or cutting you off. Like you're in the middle of a call and you fucking be hung up and don't even have the control of it.
Oh yeah.
I've had it happen so many times lately. Me and Llama have been disconnected from calls several times recently. That was just today. Go on.
Okay, so this video right here is about what's about to happen down towards the south part of America. Florida and the southeastern part of Florida is literally about to get hit with 2 hurricanes at the same time.
Oh boy.
The tropics itself, pretty busy. We've got 2 hurricanes. Hurricane Franklin's a monster Category 4 west of Bermuda. It's going to slide up to the north here. Shouldn't be a major issue except for rip current risk on the east coast. And of course, we are tracking newly formed Hurricane Idalia. This is heading towards Florida. It is a Cat 1 this morning, but it's strengthening quickly, and it will likely do so through today and into tonight. It has about 26 to 27, 28 hours, somewhere in there, more time over water. Landfall won't be until tomorrow morning, so it has a full day here to strengthen, and wind shear's lowering now. It's got a core, all that coming together over the boiling hot waters. This is going to blow up in a major storm. We're forecasting a Category 3 off the coast there by tomorrow morning about this time, which means it will have all that time to strengthen even more as it makes landfall on the big.
It looked like a big dick.
Why?
Going up and curving over here. Here's the tip. It's all solid and fuck.
They have that start helping.
That's some funny shit.
Then around sunrise tomorrow morning, and then up towards Jacksonville, Savannah, Charleston also getting impacted this, and then it'll actually slow down and may kind of loop around out here as we get into the weekend. So East Coast problem. The tropics itself.
Yeah, so this should be interesting. And then as I'm looking at the other side of the U.S., they're not much safer either.
Oh boy.
There's something weird.
How level of dangerous they're in?
Threat level 7.
Oh boy.
Not at 10 yet, but we're gonna get there in the next few years or more.
Yeah, because there's a it's currently right now it's a tropical storm brewing just off the coast of.
What kills most civilizations
of Oregon?
It's not always war; it's weather.
Mm-hmm.
Weather kills all. You know that Dom? Did you know the history of lakes that would pop up poisonous fog gas and it would flow down to towns, and while people are sleeping at night and they just all die? Everybody, hundreds if not thousands of people, all in just a smoke.
But that's not
house
it.
Dead.
Central America is also getting ready to be hit by Hurricane Fausto.
Hello.
Just off the west side of Central America.
Yeah.
So yeah, literally the south side of America.
We gotta get
is.
All right. So that's crazy.
Wild.
But be mindful of the weather, people. Always before you go to bed the night before, check the weather to make sure so you know for the next day. And if it does change,
especially if you're here in Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan is like in just literally turn of a hat. You don't know what side you're gonna get: wind, rain, hot, snow. I've been in summers here in Michigan where it has been all weather at once. It's been super hot, then it got really cold, then it started raining, then it started hailing, then it started snowing, then it got warm again, then it started raining, and then it got hot again, and everything dried up. And it was all
rain? What about raining and sunny at the same time?
My friends are like in the middle of a baseball field playing Nerf Wars and going, "The fuck just happened?"
I'm sitting in rain and sun at the same time at my son's baseball game.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you see half a wall of rain and half a wall of sun. We see it all the time here. Me, Thunderbase, and my wife have gone to the top of like the building structures of like parking structures, and we would look at half of Ann Arbor covered in rain and thunderstorm, half of Ann Arbor super bright and sunny and summer shine, and we're like looking at
and then off in the distance
going,
snow, and then off in the distance snow.
Oh wow, triple threat!
I've been to Ann Arbor area before. Do you guys get the same shit that we do?
Oh, I know, but it's fucking crazier here. It's like colder.
Yeah, I'm just not surrounded by lakes. I get that lake.
At least you got
effect.
fresh water here.
Look, I filter my
Yeah,
own
fresh water
okay?
that acts like an ocean.
Yeah.
Fresh water
Okay,
that acts like
you
an
guys
ocean.
get fresh water too.
There
You
ain't
get the
no fresh water
downdraft
around
mud,
here.
which I feel bad for, because a lot of people pee in the lake and it's gross. Why do people pee in the pool? The fuck is wrong with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, really, I have a thing. I'm a swimmer. I used to swim, and I was one of the fastest swimmers in Michigan, and I was disgusted by people that peed in the pool. Absolutely disgusted.
That's why
I
I
don't pee in
didn't
the
go
pool where I
swimming
swim
this
with my face. I put my face there.
Yeah, last thing you need is to lift your head from the water to get a breath of air, only to put it right back down in someone's pee.
Yeah. I knew some guys. I got some guys in trouble that were on my team because I was like, hey, coach, yeah, this guy just fucking pissed in the pool. I am not swimming for the next 10, 20 minutes until the chlorine kills it. Not swimming in someone's piss. I'll fucking do push-ups the whole time. And that's what I would do. Duck walk.
Or the rows.
Oh, no, that's a rowing team. Swim team don't have rows. If we were in Florida, yeah, but that's a we're in Michigan. We get a locked pool and it's freezing cold outside. You literally could freeze to death. Like swimming time, which is weird. Why is swim team during the winter?
Because it's an indoor sport. That's why.
Well, it's like you can fight about volleyball too.
So many times from being on the swim team and then getting out and trying to get my gear on, and it's freaking -10 outside. And my hair
It's
turns
okay.
to ice.
It's okay. I went to work out one time and I still got swimmer's ear, and I wasn't even nowhere fucking around water.
Sweat just has to get in your ear just the right amount.
It was a sweat and wearing earbuds.
Yeah, your sweat was going in and your earbuds were pushing it in more to your ear. It happens. It sucks. I've had swimmer ear too. My left ear, complete hole. I literally have to pour out the water and everything. It sucks. I can't hear properly out of this ear whatsoever. That's why I have to turn my ear like this when people are talking to me, because if I turn my left ear, I don't hear you. I hear something in this ear, but not much. That's also from the explosives. We don't talk about those, though. But let's go on to the next segment. We're hitting at the 10 o'clock mark. Let's get to the Ives, you did it again. Clone jutsu. How do you do this? How do you get these magic powers? She got she's the bunny rabbit that knows how to duplicate. Like, there are more than one of you. There are two eyes.
Rabbits are the fastest reproducing animal there is.
I mean,
look at Australia.
I might make Ives a duplicator.
Not to mention the Jackie Chan Adventures Talisman reference.
That I'm making, and you're going to make numerous of yourself.
Because the power of the rabbit is the ability
I'm gonna say if my mom glad that I'm
Oh, I want more kids. I like kids.
But it is time for Warhammer.
Teaches you things. Be good. Be strong. Be better for the future. Speaking of better for the future, for the Emperor, that is our future. Whoa! Sorry, I'm a big war fan. I am putting my Warhammer team together soon, thanks to an old friend that I missed that disappeared. I think Ives would be the Eldar.
Did you not get the video I sent you?
I did, but you gotta do your intro first.
Eldar.
So I can get things pulled up.
Intro, homie, intro.
By the grace of the God Emperor and by the will of the Holy Oros, I have been given permission to tell you about this transmission. Cue video.
All right, Trooper.
Son of Horus, Imperial Fist. How are you, mate? I'm good. You're on your way to heal those fists over there. Yeah, I am actually. Oh, bollocks. They overcharged their plasma guns again, haven't they? Yeah, they nearly blew my damned head off my shoulders. Well, you are the bad guys. No, you. Oh, I'm not going to argue about that. Good idea. Oh, no. What? I've just been told that some of our lot tried charging a rhino. You're kidding me. No, they tried punching it while it drove towards them. Power fist users, am I right? Could be worse. They could be the warhounds. Oh, don't get me started on those wankers. I mean, I'm all for enhancements, right? But shoving nails into your head is
Come on,
beyond.
girl, fists are pretty fucking
Maybe
cool.
it's a kink thing. Maybe. Right, I have to go. All right, mate. I'll see you around.
Yeah, they're medics. Their medics are their main fucking homies.
We've talked about the guy who takes care of their weaponry, their armor, and their machinery. Let's talk about the guy who takes care of their bodies. Of course, I'm talking about the apothecaries. The apothecaries are another specialization in this within the chapter's hierarchy. Unlike this tech marine who takes care of their armor and gear, and the chaplains who take care of their souls, the apothecaries take care of their bodies. From their main duty is, of course, gathering that most important organ of all, their gene seed. Because without the gene seed, you can't make any more Space Marines.
Yeah.
One specific weapon that all apothecaries have is this thing called the Athesium. The APO.
Apesium.
It's something like that. It's a specialized gauntlet that only apothecaries get. That basically it's a weapon that can be used as a weapon, but it's also a weapon. It's also a gear that is designed to punch through Space Marine armor so that they
scalpel for Space Marines.
So they can get to the gene seed or help the Space Marine. They have chemicals, anti-venom, and other sorts of chemicals to help them.
It's like a mini chainsaw sword that's like super fucking sharp.
They also are allowed to do the thing called the Emperor's Piece, which is a spike that they drive through their brother's head if they are beyond the point of no return. They can't be saved.
Damn, they kill them like cows?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, I can't.
Spike in the head. I mean, it's the fastest way, to be honest, but it's the most messed up.
And also coated in poison that stops their heart. They eat. The apothecaries go with many squads. Usually, it's only one apothecary. Their main task, in fact, there's a newish anime on Warhammer Plus where a salamander helps out a ultramarine apothecary to get the gene seed from the Necrons because they were experimenting on him with the gene seed. He dies in the end, but he literally grabs the container of gene seed, gives it to the salamander, and the salamander runs and makes sure to get them back to their chapter.
Oh yeah, because if they would have gave it to the Necrons would have been able to find some kind of way to biological warfare to fucking just eradicate all Space Marines without trying.
I don't think that's what they were doing. I think they were trying to find a way to get back into their organic form.
Oh, they're trying to make new bodies.
The apothecaries are most apothecaries are almost all in white.
Yep.
With a triple diamond on one of their pauldrons, so it symbolizes that they are apothecaries.
Kind of like the Red Cross.
Apothecaries are not sloshers when it comes to combat. They're still Space Marines. They literally will fight their way to one of their fallen battle brothers just so that they can get to them.
When I played the games, they should do that as a game. They should allow someone to be apothecary.
I think that's actually one of the classes they're going to bring in Space Marine 2.
That would be cool. They should make it so you get to choose between apothecary, Terminator, and something something else. Like
I don't know if they're going to do the chaplain or the apothecary for a second.
I mean, if they choose it so you can have chaplain as well, chaplains are fucking sweet.
That's next episode. And some of the more famous apothecaries is a man, which we will talk about in another day, is by the name of Fabius Bile. He actually was an apothecary before the Horus Heresy to the Emperor's children. He is actually the one who actually found ways to modify their battle brothers to make the Sound Marines and give them secret funky powers.
I mean, they're badass. Sound is one of the most powerful. But
now,
power. Sound.
Fabius Bile is now a Chaos Marine. He is not. But one thing you should understand: he is not actually affiliated with Slaanesh. He is a Chaos Marine of his own right.
He chose to be by himself.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that's how you became.
No, he's a heretic through and through. He could become a demon prince. Fabius Bile actually tried to persuade Bersarius Cole to give him access to the original gene seed code to unlock the gene seed, and he told him, "No."
So he could literally become a demon.
Bersarius Cole actually laughed in his face because he thought it was so funny that he actually thought that I would get the one person, the people I would give the secrets of making a space marine to the one person I would be the last person I'd be giving it to, which is a Chaos Marine.
Right.
What else is there? Some apothecaries, depending on which chapter you're talking about, like some chapters actually don't have that many apothecaries, like the Iron Hands. They're more geared towards the Tech Marines, since they
tech, not people anymore.
Well, they're still people. They're cyborgs.
Yeah, they're more tech.
The thing about us apothecaries is they're not just field medics. They're also their chief doctors and surgeons. So, for example, if a space marine loses a hand, it is the tech marine makes the tech that makes the augmented. It's the apothecary that attaches it,
which sounds very painful.
In fact,
apothecaries enjoy putting someone through some pain.
In fact, the apothecary people, normal humans view the medicines that apothecaries carries as like god tier healing potions. They literally can give them the space marine like a human dose of the chemicals that are used to cure a space marine would cure pretty much any illness that a normal human would have. In fact, during the trials, the apothecaries are the ones. If the one of the initiates loses an arm, he picks up the arm, pours the potion on, and reattaches it. He is the one who reattaches the limb if it can't be reattached.
If not, he puts a mechanical arm on that's made by the Mechanicus.
Or he kills them.
Yeah, or they kill them. If they're dying and they're not functional anymore and they can't be used and served for the Emperor, then sadly they got to take them out and then take their scraps to refix to give to the next guy.
Oh, they just put them in the corpse search.
Yeah, well, that's to do with the insides, but I mean the outside, the armor, you take that and reanalyze it for somebody else. That's why helmets change constantly.
Some notable ones. He was an apothecary. Korhan, he was an apothecary of the Iron Snakes chapter. Originally served in the Retro Squad. Let's see who else. Marcus Valia. The Death Guard. The thing is we'll talk about this more with Death Guard. The Death Guard actually also have apothecaries, but the problem is that they're not really curing disease; they are spreading disease. They literally turn all their into creating disease and spreading them as far as they can.
Oh, Nurgle when he took over certain apothecaries.
Yep.
Yeah, Nurgle. Out of all of the Chaos gods, the ones that are surprisingly the most effective is Nurgle and Khorne. Like Slanesh is good for like the weaker ones, and then Zinch is same thing, like the ones that wish for more power of tech. But Nurgle and Korn, they're the ones that fucking dominate. Those two are the hardest ones to fucking kill too. Slanesh was birthed into existence by a death orgy. That's dark. How the fuck did the other ones come to life?
Jeez.
Yeah, dude, that's no joke. Slanesh, the god of lust, the chaos god of lust,
The god of lust, drugs, and rock and roll.
yeah, lust, drugs, rock and roll, was created by the Eldar, which became the Dark Eldar, because there's the Eldar and the Dark Eldar, and they birthed a god out of literally an orgy of love, death, rock and roll, and drugs,
and eating each other,
and cannibalism. They were fucking each other, killing each other, eating each other, and they birthed God from it, and she became.
So the American entertainment industry.
Sadly, yeah.
And because of
That's
that
the gist of it.
that birth caused the Eye of Terror. And what makes it even funnier, because of the birth of Slanesh, caused the age of strife in humanity, the Dark Age.
The lust. Literally.
The Eldar birthed Slanesh. It caused humanity to regress back down to where they were before the Emperor came.
So the chain effect happened because of her, or it, because of their the fucking Eldar wanted to just fucking.
Well, one thing you have to understand. We'll talk more about this when we get to the
Yeah,
Eldar.
we'll get to that.
But the Eldar at the time, the Eldar basically were the dominant race of the entire galaxy. They literally had the technology to create planets if they wanted to.
The only people that
because
could
of
match
that-
them was the Necrons, but the Necrons just went to sleep.
But because of that, they became complacent as well as lazy, and then they found that
They started becoming sterile.
And this is what caused the crap. This is what caused the schism that separated the Dark Eldar from the Craftware Eldar.
Yep,
The
and
ones
then
that
they
ended up going into
both
ships and
started
going
having
far away from the Eye of Terror as physically possible.
Yeah. And that's when they started having the issues where they had to realize that they can breed their souls with humans and they can make more Eldar, but humans wouldn't agree to work with them because they were too far gone from each other, because Eldar and humans would just...
Well, it also doesn't help that the Dark Eldar were hunting them and eating them and hunting humans like they were...
Yeah, so they wouldn't know the difference between a regular Eldar and a Dark Eldar.
Yeah.
Because Dark Eldar were fucking sneaky as fuck. Dark Eldar, Thunderbase, you would like Dark Eldar. They
I think he
literally
likes more
fly
Harley Quinn.
pirate ships.
Dark elves are one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, I've noticed.
Honestly, I think he liked the Harley Quinns better.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point. He would, like, Thunderbase would love them because also their main ships are fucking pirate ships and they can blast you out of the sky and they're so fast. It's so hard to get to them. Like I can't get when I'm using my heavy tanks, I can fuck you up from close range, but when you can just attack me and jump away, and heal and keep doing it, I can't kill you. And like they're like that. The Dark Eldar are very sneaky.
And I do that and I actually do that when I battle.
I only got a few Dark Eldar. I'm going to be adding a few more. Like, I'm thinking of making a story where your character becomes friends with a few in a weird way. Like, they try to assassinate you. They earned your respect because you killed a bunch of them. And you're like, you work for me or die. And they're like, we'll work for you. They're like, good. Give me one of your ships. We're going to do a fun Warhammer story, but ours is going to be technically Warhammer 50K because it's the end year of 40K to the 50th K for us. I'm making it that far so we can change storyline plots and make it how we want it. But on that note, Thunderbase, hit it. Thank you, Trooper, for all that. Which one we seeing first? Excuse me.
Now the commies are in absolute disarray right now because Marcus Rubius, first of his name. By the way, I literally have Roseanne Barr messaging me saying I call him Marcus Rubius now. But anyway, it's catching on. Marcus Rubius, first of his name, the unclean, is because he deports illegals and pedophiles. W. Anyway, so he just gave a speech that shook the world. He wants to start designating left-wing groups as terrorist organizations because they are. Obviously, they are. Of course, their ideology is anti-God, it's satanic, it's evil. They want you dead and based. So Rubio has been talking about counterterrorism, and immediately all the terrorists got really offended. He's like, "Yo, left-wing terror is bad," and then all the left-wing terrorists get mad about it. Assault Biker says it's fascism. Some say it never went away. I think the left movement was successfully dismantled by prior admins. The U.S. won the Cold War. Now, hunger for change and the left is growing. They're working to actively dismantle it once again. Anything for profit. Now, there are so many things that he says here that are so interesting. First, he immediately says fascism as a fan of like Mao, an actual fascist. So that's one. Two, he states that unfortunately the U.S. won the Cold War and we dismantled it, and we shouldn't have because he was actually rooting for the Soviet Union and not for us. That's the second thing that he was saying. And then the third thing he's stating is that people are only trying to eliminate terrorists for profit. Well, I like profit. Do you want to tell you?
I was watching Malcolm Simone with the base camp, and then they explained it very thoroughly. And then the more they explained it, the more I was like, fuck. Technically, in some kind of sense, we technically lost the Cold War because they did infiltrate us. They did get into our schooling. They did fuck up our understanding of life and everything. Like I was talking to
Entertain posting
and how art has been fucked up and how things and structures are changed now. Where originally America was basing buildings in the sense of like energy and good and kind of God, and then over time now it's all weird little destruct shapes that are more depressing than happy. But on that, let's go to this.
Stephen Entertain posting, "Come get me if I'm guilty." And apparently U.S. Marshals took that personally. Because you had the two Tate brothers getting arrested in Florida after the UK filed 38 new charges and requested their extradition. You're looking at massive allegations covering 7 different victims, including multiple counts of rape, human trafficking, and SA. And then on top of that, there are 19 charges related to indecent images of kids. So that brings the total charge count in Britain to 59. You got all of this coming a year after Romania issued their travel sanctions.
59 charges?
The stand is being very clear that the Tate brothers were not welcome.
You're gonna get fucked so hard.
The Tate's probably feeling pretty untouchable in the U.S. with Andrew
the whole
one time
pack of
even
hot
bragging that his alleged connections to Trump helped pull strings and lift their travel restrictions. His lawyers even added that these new charges and arrests are a political hit ordered by a dying empire. You also had them not so subtly claiming that this was greenlit by a low-level functionary at the DOJ who never got approval from leadership. So appeal.
Yeah, the pedos are having a dying empire now. Iran's having an empire now. Yeah, all the
Iran
bad
is gone. Iran's already gone.
Yeah, all that's left is the fucking last few people that don't know the war's over. They're just attacking random people. You notice they're attacking randoms. They're not attacking strategically. It's just like a rabid dog that's fucking lashing out.
Finish the video.
Yeah, this is just stuff though. All right, skinny guy player.
MAGA that people at the DOJ, they love doing the pieces without approval from up high. And it also paints them as victims like Trump thinks he is. And we've seen how much of a soft spot he has for that. But from here, the next steps are both legal and political. First, a judge has to approve the extradition, which is a purely legal matter, and the Tates will fight it. Then Secretary of State Marco Rubio has to actually let officials carry it out. And depending on how the White House feels, that might not actually happen. Though if anything, it does highlight a growing rift on the right and with MAGA. People like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, they think the Tates have been treated unfairly. But others like Megyn Kelly and Ben Shapiro, they've stepped up their attacks on both of them. And then finally, just a quick question. What is Andrew's obsession with tiny clothes? You got everyone dunking on him, whether it be because he's a self-described alpha male dressed in probably the most feminine way I've ever seen a man like that dressed. And two,
you know why he's dressed that way?
Calling him a teen
I'll tell you why he dresses that way.
Because he's an asshole.
It's a security thing to make himself look big for to look tough in a way. It's a way to make it so he can push or scare people away in a sense. It's a tactic I've noticed over time what people do. Like I wear extra large shirts to try to hide my size because when I wear large shirts, they're tight on me.
But
the biggest thing is, tight on me.
Meet Caitlin Tracy.
But the biggest thing is,
a 33-year-old
with Andrew Tate, he is the textbook definition of toxic masculinity. He is everything that's wrong with the male influence.
He's a Muslim. That's the thing too. You got to remember that. He also hates. Like that's the thing about it. Like you don't realize the toxic masculinity is not the thing. It's not that. Saying you're a pedo does not mean you're a toxic man. It just means it's a bad person. Like, he is a guy that tries to perceive as he's a fake. That's what the thing is people trying to get at. The real masculine guys, they can't even call him toxic man. When you have a big built guy that's kind of like me and walk up, can't call me toxic.
Well, no, that's different, Henry. He has built his entire brand on being this like big macho alpha male kind of bro.
I can whoop the fuck out of him playing.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like people like you who actually worked for your muscles, who actually have fought and who have been hurt and done.
Yeah, broke my neck numerous times.
Who is 10 times the man than Andrew Tate will ever be.
I am nowhere anywhere near as good of shape as he is. Yet even I could whoop him.
Oh yeah, Thunderbase, you have power and durability that he does not even know. Like, that guy doesn't get his fucking face kicked and punched. He's never had his ass beat. The thing is, people are like, oh yeah, I've always dodged. I'm like, yeah, you need the durability in there because there's going to be a point where you can't dodge and you're going to get hit and KO. I can take the KO hit and go, hit me again. Now I got a hard on. Let's fight again.
And it's like, okay, so you can dodge. Can you dodge someone that's throwing multiple punches in a single second?
And then when I lock you up in your arms,
hitting you from a place you're not seeing where the punch is coming from, like you're throwing this way, and then you come up like that.
Yeah. That's why I get close. I shut down your power so you can't throw power. I hook your arms with my arms. I know my arms are stronger 9 times out of 10. Just like in my song that DJ Thunderbase made for me. And literally, unless you have the strength, you're not beating me. You have to beat me with raw strength. You can't beat me with powers. You can't beat me with manipulation, tactics, skills, or anything. No, raw power. If you can't beat me with raw power, you're not beating me. And I lock your arms up and I headbutt the fuck out of you. And my head is really strong. And I enjoy it.
As the line says, only strength can overcome.
And that's the point. Only strength can overcome mayhem. And you're not strong enough, you're not getting past. And even then, I got the skills and techniques that follow right after my strength. But on that note, let's go to this hairy armpit crazy squirrel fuck. I bet you give great blowjobs, but I wouldn't cuddle with you. I'm sorry.
Meet Caitlin Tracy, a 33-year-old Canadian woman who came to the United States in April of 2024.
She looks like a girl I've seen at a golf club.
Overstayed her visa that expired that September, about 3 years. Anti-America sister that I guess they didn't get her green card, and now her and her husband are facing the old karma after on July.
She married an American man, stayed in America, and then hated on America for having a better life than she did in Canada. What?
She doesn't even like Canada. She's actually a part of a Free Palestine group in Canada that actually burns the Canadian flag, rips it in half, and wants death to Canada.
I still want to point out on a map where the fuck it is. It's not Israel.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is it's like she can't go back to Palestine because there is no such thing as Palestine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, no history, no geometry. Pull up the books and the history. It's not there. The only thing that's edited anything is fucking.
I seriously think Palestine is the other universe's Pakistan. That's the only thing that would make sense.
It was a different fucking universe that somehow the people got here. They have it in mind. Just like the other ladies and some people that came from a country that I forgot what the fucking country's name was, but numerous people have mentioned it. And it doesn't exist. And it never existed. And they point at it somewhere to like near the edge of Russia and the coming into Europe. And I forgot what the fuck it was called, but it doesn't exist here in this history. But it did in there, and they have a passport that says the name, and it's not just one person; it's numerous people, legitly in different times, dates, and everything, in different writings. Like, we have some fucking weird multiverse. We all got pulled into 3 universes, and we're mixed up, and we're all fucked up from it, and no one knows who and what is who.
July 4th weekend, celebrating America's 250th year. She goes up to a minor and slaps them. Apparently, she was filming herself doing this. The minor had on pro-Trump clothing. Apparently,
it doesn't matter.
Trump And
yeah, she goes a teenage girl. She goes up to this teenage girl because she's wearing a pro-Trump, pro-ICE T-shirt, and slaps her just because she didn't.
You
like
don't
it.
fucking assault a kid. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That better not. If that was my kid, he'd get slapped right back.
Oh yeah. If she would have walked up and slapped my little girl, I promise you, you would have seen the stars and stripes in one mega punch, and she would have flew fucking 10 feet, and then her boyfriend would have choke slammed.
Oh, her boyfriend, her husband, literally celebrates the death of Charlie Kirk.
He could go fuck himself in 6 different languages. I don't even want to know the 6.
ICE. Then she was detained by ICE and taken to Delaney Hall. But the internet is now exposing them for not just being liberal, but extremely liberal. I have some clips of them coming up. So please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel if you
That's the problem, is the radicalism. Stop being fucking radical. Stop thinking in those ways. Think of what's better for the future and what's better for humanity. Like, that's the thing that's been pissing me off. They're not thinking about that. They're like, oh, me. No, it's not about you. It's about the future. I don't look at doing all this stuff for me. I've already had my fame and fortune. I've had hundreds to thousands of people fucking cheer my name. I know how it feels. That's really cool. But I would prefer to have a better future for my child. And I sacrificed and gave up certain choices to make sure I had a family instead before I die. And I'm doing that. So let's go on this. This is Cyberpunk Dingo. This guy's fucking awesome. He's a ex-Muslim that has been his life has been threatened numerous times for being an apostate, meaning because he left their religion, because he was born into it, raised upon it, and had common sense and broke out of it. So hit it, TJ, to the Dingo.
What's up, guys? It is your friendly neighborhood Dingo, and today I've got one insane video for you guys. Australia's populist right-wing figure Pauline Hanson, who is a leader of Populist Party, which is almost equivalent to Restore, maybe Reform in the UK. That is One Nation, is currently in the UK on this tour. She met with some figures like Tommy Robbins, with Rupert Lowe. There to essentially, from what I could tell, understand why the UK is in the state it is currently in, how immigration and the Islamization of the UK went so horribly wrong, and she is there to essentially find out why, to ensure that the same thing doesn't happen in Australia. Now, of course, the mainstream media decided to tag along, so that is 7 News. 7 News, which ironically a lot of lefties would say is far-right or right-wing media outlet, although they are funded by the taxpayer. And instead of holding the government, Anthony Albanese, the current Prime Minister, and his government to account, they're following around Pauline Hanson and One Nation, a party that got under 1% of the vote in the last federal election, which is kind of weird. Anyways, I want you to just watch this clip where she talks to the mainstream media journalists, and she also visits an Islamic school. Remember, this is not something Donald Trump, Rupert Lowe,
like she goes and shows up, questions to the crowd and to this school of people that are filled mostly Muslims, and gets the craziest, wildest answers. And some of them that even say that child marriage is okay when it's not. It is not okay. You do not marry children. You don't marry a 6-year-old. You don't marry an 8-year-old. You do not marry a 9-year-old. Do not pass and go and collect $200. You don't do that.
No, that's jail. That goes straight to jail for life.
Do not marry a 15-year-old. Do not marry a 14-year-old. Do not marry a 16-year-old. You wait until they're fucking 18.
My nerves is shaking and my blood is boiling just hearing about that.
And these guys think it's okay, and he's trying to fight against it. So let's finish up this video a little bit more, and go into it.
figure has done, as far as I know. This is something Pauline Hanson, someone who has never really been in power, has done, and she had a conversation with some of the students. So let's have a quick look.
Pauline's recent mission to the UK seems to have hardened her views on immigration, Islam, and national identity.
Yeah, you should be proud of the nations.
You've said Islam is a disease. Do you regret? Saying that.
No,
A disease, Senator.
it's what spreads. I do see it as incompatible.
As you know, we have almost 1 million Muslims in Australia. Do you worry that those sorts of things that you say could offend every single one of them?
Does anyone take consideration of how I might be offended or what's happening to the Australian cultural way of life?
Exactly, right there.
All I have to say is, who cares if the words offend you?
Yeah, the words
Whatever
don't
happened
matter.
to sticks and stones?
Yep, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I was
Right.
raised on that because I was bullied
Same.
in elementary, middle school, and high school until I fought back. Once I started fighting back, the bullies stopped bullying me. I became the bully of the bullies. And they stopped.
I literally
fighting.
only have one bully that just wouldn't give up, even
Every
though
time
I
I
fought
find one-
back.
I find them in real life to this day, and they try to start shit with me. They learn their fucking lesson. I don't care if you're bigger. I don't care if you think you're stronger. Don't start a fight and don't be disrespectful. Everybody should be cool and respectful with one another. There needs to be
Start
that
a fight,
middle.
you can't finish it.
Yep. And that's why I became the guy that sits in the middle. That's why I believe in a Triforce kind of thing, is that you need that other guy that goes between two sides and keeps everybody at peace and cool.
Like,
I was trying
seriously,
hard to-
America has, by losing that sort of mindset, by losing the whole concept of sticks and stones may break my bones, literally, America has gotten weaker, mentally weaker. Everyone's so
Completely
focused on,
sensitive.
oh, is that going to hurt my feelings? Oh, I don't like what this person says. I don't like what that person says.
Become
Oh,
completely,
this
become
person says what
completely
I like.
insensitive to a point because they don't know how to toughen up or try to know what the meaning of tough skin is.
Yep. Yeah, they can't handle like Dom here's handled it. You guys seen it here live on the Chaotic Minds. We've had people jump on saying rude and obscene, disrespectful things, trying to piss off Thunderbase and Dom here, saying some horrible negative things, and not realizing that I'm part of their race too. I'm just a mutt. I'm just more of a mutt.
The
It's a
truth
different
behind
thing.
it all is just that sometimes you just gotta
kept their
rub
composure.
off the ignorance. You gotta rub away the ignorance because ignorance only causes a lot of damages.
Yeah. So yeah, he talks about this with her, and she calls out all that crap and everything else. And she actually goes to a school and interviews and asks these people questions, and they say some brainwashed shit, like literally brainwashed.
Speaking of brainwashing,
This whites only separatist group, they're being
All right, let's see what the brainwash guy says.
This whites only separatist group, they're being threatened with a lawsuit that could expose every one of their secrets. Because this is Eric Orwell, the founder of Return to the Land, which you've had since 2023, operating 2 communities in Arkansas that are designed to be exclusive to straight, white Christian people. And they're actively trying to set up 4 more with long-term goals of creating cities of thousands. And so far, you've had them raising over $200,000, and in one of their communities is over 40 residents living in makeshift cabins, including 12 kids that many people argue are being actively indoctrinated. And at least among their goals is installing a Hitler 2.0.
And so it's natural that we get excited thinking about, oh, well, maybe we'll get like Hitler 2.0 and he'll just fix everything. We'll have a dictator that will just fix the country from the top down and inspire us.
The guy even reportedly tried to hide his copy of Mein Kampf while giving a tour to reporters. Now, publicly, we don't know what's laid out in the RTTL's membership rules, and depending on what's in there, it could violate state or federal laws. But it argues that it can discriminate through a loophole in the Fair Housing Act of 1968, by legally screening members by organizing as a private member association and then tying that to a for-profit LLC, by giving any member who buys a $6,600 stake in the LLC 3 acres of land that they can build a home on rather than buying the land outright. But now what you're saying is that could all come crashing down for them because a real estate broker saw an opportunity to snatch up land for cheap. Right? You had her saying that she thought she'd sneak under the radar since she's white and Christian, and adding that she didn't care about clashing politics, saying a good investment's a good investment. With that, you had her claiming that the application included questions about her views on gay marriage, COVID, abortion, and how often she thinks of the Roman Empire. But RTTL, they ended up barring her after they discovered 3 things. 1, her husband's black. 2, their kids are biracial. And 3, she has Jewish ancestry. The point there being that RTTL doesn't consider Jewish people white. And so now, you got her suing with the backing of the NAACP NAACP with them seeking a court order that would ban the group from discriminating. And a huge key thing here is if this lawsuit reaches the pre-discovery phase, which is a pre-trial phase where each side starts collecting evidence, it could expose RTTL's actual membership rules, their land agreements, and the active plans that it has for other communities. All details you've had this group fighting to keep private to this point. And so for now, follow to stay in the loop. This white.
Okay, so I noticed a lot of words in there of ifs, kindas, whens, and maybes, which means that it's not sort of and not.
Well, it's still in the process. Remember this.
Yes, I know. There's a lot of he's using a lot of lawyer lingo.
According to him, he hasn't reached the pre-discovery age. But the point I'm making is that this man has a copy of Mein Kampf next to his bed. That's not a good person.
That's weird. It's very weird. Like, I don't appreciate or respect any of that stuff. Like, sometimes if people do want to have their own segregated areas, it does happen. Native Americans have their own, blacks have their own, Mexicans have their own, Chinese have their own, the whites can have their own as well. Everybody can have their own segregated areas if they want to choose, but when they go into the big cities or into other areas, they have to understand to mix in the melting pot and mingle with one another. Everybody has their own sections. So.
Hold that thought.
That's what countries are for.
For those of you who don't know what Mein Kampf is, it is German for My Triumph. It is the autobiography of Adolf Hitler. It is what, in my personal opinion, I'm going to say this right here. I do not condone book burning because I think knowledge should be free and access to everybody. That book is one of the top books that I would burn.
Well, here's the thing I would say about a counter argument to that, as I would use it as a history lesson then.
Which I do.
You guys don't burn it. You learn from it in a way that you go, okay, guys, this is what they thought to try to control and manipulate and kill people. But in all reality, this doesn't actually work. This is brainwashing tactics. And then you expose the truth behind what the message is, and then it makes the book weaker. And then
I actually have read Mein Kampf, and it's just it's trash. It's drivel. It's
I know I'm Jewish. I've had to read and double check and learn all this shit, and it fucking pissed me off. I had friends that were Nazi descent, and it fucking creeped me out.
I had to read it in world history. I literally had to read it for class in world history.
Yeah. So,
like I said, it's trash, but it's just like I would use it. I agree with Henry, as I use it as a way of for historical reasons, like
teach
what happened when a man tries to take over.
And he used these tactics, and he manipulated people, and then he decided to kill a bunch of innocent people because he believed they were evil, and he manipulated people into seeing them subhuman instead of as human. And sadly, that's the thing. It's repeating itself again to us Jews, again, and let alone everybody else. We're just the main target, which is fucking annoying. On that note, Ilhan Omar, this bitch, what was the karma that was going to happen to her again?
The woman who received the most taxpayer money from daycare reimbursements in Minnesota last year just pleaded guilty to fraud.
So as fraudsters get convicted and learn actions have consequences in 2026 America, someone else is on the run. And that someone is Representative Omar, who's now refusing to answer questions about her $30 million net worth drop. Meanwhile, scams just like those in Minnesota seem to be expanding across.
Look that up.
Where's the money? That's actually what this part's all about. All of that money is going to these pharmacy and daycare businesses that are charging mass amounts of money that are basically charging the government mass amounts of money because they are over numbering. Like, there was one that had almost 8,000 people listed as customers. 8,000 different people. And it wasn't the only one. There were multiple pharmacies and daycares along that strip that were all listing that. And that's tens of millions of dollars of taxpayer money that is going to these businesses that aren't even getting that much. They're using fraud when they can't even fit more than 117, 120 people in their office at a time.
Oh, so that's all she gets. So, if a congresswoman when a congresswoman is charged with a felony, their official status and privileges remain unaffected. So they still get a paycheck and all that. But all they get is their community assignments get stripped. So basically they get vacation.
Are you fucking serious?
That's what Google says. And a felony is charged does not automatically remove the member from office. They are retained their salary, staff, and voting privileges through. They may, but may not be unable to vote if incarcerated.
And here's the thing, though, that's making this
Send her
even
back to
worse.
Somalia. The Somalian president said he would be happy to execute her in front of everybody.
Here's the thing, though. She not only pleaded guilty for the fraud, but now she's trying to flee, trying to escape punishment.
Yeah, because of the rich get away with shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not the rich, like the good wealthy. I mean the spoiled wealthy. The bad ones that are corrupt. Like, there's good ones. I know there's good ones.
That makes absolutely no sense.
What does?
Even if she is convicted, unless she resigns, she still holds that seat.
The fuck?
That's
I'll
according
replace her and give a better fucking opposition than she ever.
If you get convicted for a felony, that should automatically be a revoke of your position. Why would you want
get
a criminal
automatically
as senator or
rejected from Congress?
Like,
she's a
straight up,
congresswoman.
why would we want a criminal on Congress?
Is she a senator or a congresswoman?
Senator.
Either way.
No, I think she's Congresswoman now.
Either way, it's not good for her to say
She's in
that.
Congress.
Okay, then yeah, she remains in her spot until either the governor recuses her or recalls her. She is rejected from the Congress, or she is or she resigns, and she stays there until next week.
With
They
the
shouldn't be
Congress having so
having
many Muslims on it as it is,
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to lose her spot.
The thing is, that is a thing we're running for the Purple Party for. We are gonna push against that. If you fucking get convicted and caught for something shady and fucked up, we want you in jail or rehab or in some kind of format of like a psych ward or something for a while until you are fucking corrected of your error.
Actually, speaking of which, Devontae, can you do my video next? The one with Mitch McConnell.
How dare you? Well, go ahead.
Let's just keep it in order. Your video will be after this one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That it actually, what Henry said, is actually goes really well with that one.
Oh,
what did I just say?
About if you are incapacitated or mentally ill,
we'll
you
get
should
to
be.
it. It's there.
Yeah,
okay,
right
I'm just saying. It was kind of going with the flow, but okay, whatever.
I got it. Next time.
Gentlemen and female gentlemen, we have quite the ride today. We got China getting absolutely obliterated by Trump. We got Iran getting absolutely obliterated by Trump. We got the Dems absolutely obliterating each other. Body cams are once again ending every
Yeah, they're
woke
playing each other.
movement
Dems
on
are
the
in
planet,
the
from ICE to BLM. It's bad. The Muslims are having it crash out. The Odyssey was a flop. Hassan Piker is in shambles. Insane deep dive on all the things today. And lock in, boys and girls, because I'm doing it completely for free. That's right. My channel is entirely demonetized.
Right.
You support the world community. Link to my Rumble in the description. Hopefully this video will be up on Rumble first, where I do get paid very meagerly, but I do get paid. Unlike YouTube, where I don't get paid because they hate patriots, they hate honesty, and they hate God. So anyway, if you subscribe, I would appreciate it. And if you support me on Patreon, that would be freaking awesome. All right, I have a Patreon, which is also linked in the description, and I upload exclusive videos there. So lock in, boys and girls. I can't leave you dry. It's not like I do this for the money. What am I? I'm kidding.
Because my wife watches too.
It's not about the money. It's about spreading the message.
My wife
It's
watches.
going very badly for China. Now that we have absolutely toppled the Venezuela regime, which was sending their oil to China, and Iran is in shambles, sending oil to China, and China is relying on us for oil, Trump decided to drop a nuke on China. I covered this in my previous video, but the reactions have been insane, and then we have to talk about what's going on in Iran. Honestly, we have a wild ride. So the theme right now is foreign interference. Unfortunately, a lot of people
Shows it right here.
for example,
Everybody shows
the people, as said by the White House and their
or
journalists,
CNN.
see basically every
Here's
single
bias
right
right here,
media
guys.
outlet is showing Donald Trump's address to the
Everybody-
nation that it turns out China was
Right.
literally interfering with elections.
That's supposed to be happening.
Evidence that they were
CNN starts going about the whole, oh well, Khomeini's fucking funeral. Who's on whose side? If they're promoting the enemy and they're chanting death to America and they're like viewing it on CNN and we're just like, yeah, no. Like if they were saying we got some inside cover, that'd be one thing, and saying, hey, these guys are threatening us, but no, they're cheering them on. They're cheering death to America, and that's disgusting. I don't approve. I believe in America first.
interfering with elections, and CNN boycotted. They literally didn't play it. Which is insane. The president of the United States is releasing information that we were under attack by China. All right, literally under attack. And CNN decided just not to air it, obviously, because they're probably compromised by China. Now, this is what the Donald had to say, and it shook the world.
They show that over a period of years, starting during the 2020 election cycle, the People's Republic of China carried out what is believed to be the largest compromise of election data in history, resulting in China's illicit acquisition of 200 million voter files. That information includes names, addresses, phone numbers, political party preferences, and other sensitive data that would be needed to register to vote and engage in other nefarious activities, which is exactly what was happening. This data loss presents an unprecedented election security nightmare. The intelligence even shows that China assigned a data exploitation unit specifically to this new project. Compounding the travesty, the second set of documents we are releasing reveals that members of the deep state, a very, very famous group of people, in many cases, in our intelligence agency work to actively suppress and downplay information about the extent of China's sinister election meddling, covering it up from both the president and the American people like nobody thought was possible.
Now, just understand, China is funding almost all of our colleges. There are Chinese operatives with visas in our country, which I have no idea why Trump isn't revoking their visas and throwing them out.
He's being smart. He has to play it long game if he moves too quick. And certain enemies pull out fast if he does it slow and catches them in a snare trap. How do you think he got Andrew Tate? You let him be comfortable. You let him get cocky. And then they arrested him when he was like thinking he was all right. Same thing with Ilhan Omar. But the thing is, Ilhan Omar, because of all the rules, as Trooper pulled up and showed, she's fucking getting away with murder. And helping out with all the...
She's already trying to run.
Yeah, she's trying to run because she knows that they can catch her on other things.
Even though she still won't lose her job.
I don't know why they haven't had strict laws on hey, if you do treasonous acts like they used to have, which they still should do and they still technically do, you get publicly executed for treason.
Because they wanted to open the border.
Remember, this is
they took it out.
Yeah, Google is not American. Google has been controlled by something dark and deep. So it could be different. Look at DuckDuckGo and other things, and it may be different. They may
Look
be lying.
at the actual government. Look at the actual government website where you find the laws, the actual nation laws.
Yeah, that's why Trump's pulled up stuff which even I didn't know properly and stuff until the birth citizenship. It was during a certain time during the Civil War at the end, so the black slaves could be American citizens, and it was supposed to end after that. We're the only country in the world that does it. Why? We're the only country. And it's not a good thing. And that's how they're making it, so they can either false these votes or bring in the enemy to take over one day, and they'll be the enemy within. You won't even know they're the enemy until it's too late. That's what the Muslims...
In truth, we should have never opened the borders. We should have never opened the borders.
That was Biden. Well, technically the puppets, not Biden. Technically the ones that were puppeteers. The puppeteers were the ones opening it. Whoever the fuck that was.
In technicality, Biden wasn't even Biden. In technicality, Biden was
They brung that up recently.
We had a robot as president.
Twin brother as well. Had both.
Yeah, but we had a robot as president.
Yeah.
I'm Farrah Thompson, political correspondent for the Daily Beast. I'm just outside the Washington hospital. Connell was taken last month after a 911 call suggesting there'd been an emergency that required CPR. But it's now been 39 days since anyone has publicly seen the Senate Republican, and taxpayer-funded security details still remain outside the hospital. McConnell's off.
If you can pause it for a second, thank you.
39 days since anybody's talked to Mitch McConnell. 39 days. That is, for those of you who can't count, that's over a month.
Oh, yeah.
That's a month and 9 days.
Wait, they still haven't found him, or what? Or did they find him?
Apparently, he's in the hospital.
A month, a week, and 3 days.
What the problem is, and all of his staff are not saying anything, which is and again,
because they don't want to panic.
The problem is that she'll also mention it, is that one of the things that the Senate can't do anything without him there, because you have to have a full Senate in order to do stuff.
And there's 39 days that they haven't had a full Senate.
Well, it's 39 days since he's been gone, since he's been basically MIA.
So longer than that.
And they did push the picture of him, with him and his wife, but it's like everybody's just like,
Well, here's the other thing as well. Even though yes, he is a part of the Senate, it doesn't matter. His medical situations and things that have to do with medical it falls under privacy laws.
Yeah.
So by all legality, they cannot disclose what his medical situation is without permission from him or his family.
Yeah.
And if his family doesn't want to disclose it, then no one's going to know.
Yeah, most people aren't open about it because they're embarrassed. I'm open about it because I want people to know if something happens to me, they know why. And then people know the legacy of me before I died, that I died because of some bullshit, because some people tried to fucking kill me and my body never recuperated properly.
Anyway, continue the video, please.
Yeah.
Just released a statement and a proof of life photo earlier this month saying Buffett Paul briefly lost consciousness and later developed pneumonia before being transferred to a rehabilitation centre. But there's been no public appearance, no video message, and no timeline for his return to work. With the Senate back in Washington this week, one of its own rules has also taken on new significance. Rule 6 of the standing orders of the Senate states, no senator shall be absent from the service of the Senate without leave. Senators are routinely granted leave for illness and other things, so the rule doesn't necessarily mean McConnell has done anything improper. But because his officers refuse to answer basic questions, it's not publicly known whether or not he's formally sought or been granted leave. I mean, another layer of intrigue to
that right there also. It's not known if he sought or was granted leave. So that by all situations, he could have had leave already, and they just haven't disclosed it.
Yeah, it could be somebody falsely reported.
Which in all reality, they have no obligation to disclose that.
Yeah, legally they're not allowed to disclose it without actually proof or knowledge.
Exactly.
And they need his consent.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
In reality, this sounds more like newscasters just trying to pick and prod into any possible thing they can.
Well, dude, remember the paparazzi killed Diana.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The paparazzi will make up things, or they'll lie, or they'll over-exaggerate things. But sometimes they get things right. The clock's right twice a day. They get theirs right maybe 3 times a day, I would say. But most media is wrong lately, unless it's like independent or it's ran by people who are actually on the ground that really were there. in proof. Not this all this fake stuff of people in the newsroom that never actually were there, and they don't have no one actually saying, "Oh, the weather's actually really bad." I know they don't do that anymore. I swear. Benny Johnson, this guy's. All right, so what's going on with this guy?
You probably never heard of Krasnodar, Russia, but let's just do a little tour here in Google Maps of this idyllic little Russian town. You can see here. Looks like
it looks cool,
though. River, some big old
Router.
Probably not
It's
there
like
anymore.
Architecture,
It's not there anymore.
sculptures, and stuff.
Nope.
Communist stuff. That's what you'd expect
Hence
in
the reason
Russia.
we're getting to
Looks
look
neat.
at it right now.
There's like universities there.
He's about to show you exactly what it's.
Neat parks, playgrounds, and fountains, and stuff like that. Looks great. It's kind of looks what I'd expect a Russian city to look like. Okay, cool. The only problem with this Russian city, which is
Not there
right
anymore.
here in the world, right, so way over there, on sort of the far southwestern tip of Russia, is that it is on fire and burning in a way that
Thanks to
it
Ukraine
never be
incendiary
seen.
drones.
Everything's on fire. Look at that.
All
This
thanks to
is
the incendiary drones
them
from
set
Ukraine.
ablaze in
Holy
Ukraine
crap! Look at all that fire.
drone strike that
No
has
way, man.
left it looking like this.
Wow.
Jeez.
This is how do you describe it? Apocalyptic, I think.
I feel bad for the innocent. I know the
They're
bad
not the
people.
only ones that got hit. Moscow got hit as well.
By who? Ukraine or
Ukraine, yeah, by Ukraine.
what they hit him with?
Incendiary drones.
Incendiary drones. Or
Incendiary
they're hitting them- So they're hitting with incendiary drones with incendiary grenades. Wow, that's
I
hardcore.
think it's like an
As long as they're
incendiary
attacking
laser that they're using. I think they're
They're
attacking
they're
factories.
just attacking
They're-
rapidly.
They're attacking factories.
Okay, strategically. That's fine then. Like they're attacking only the strategic points of the enemy structures for their military power, making it so they can't fight back, and doing so that they have to stop this war. And have to, in their last resort, would either be peace
No,
or absolute.
it's mainly just warehouses that have tac gears and drones.
Yeah,
That's
they're
it.
trying to stop them from fighting back, telling them to stop attacking them. And it's Ukraine's being funded by, or Ukraine's being funded by America, and then you have Russia funded by
But
China.
that's all they hit in Moscow. They took
they-
out that entire city, though.
Yeah, they're
that,
both
that, that nice city that we got, that nice city that we saw at the beginning. Yeah, they completely demolished that
It
entire
was so
city.
pretty too. I'll give you that.
Yeah, they demolished that entire city. That city's gone. Gone. Wiped off.
Actress,
Wiped off the
Russian, I was a big fan of back in the day. Forgot her name. Pretty blonde, but hopefully she
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
there.
Yeah, so it's just amped up again with the Ukraine.
I still wonder what happened to this one Russian girl that I knew back in the day. That when I worked at these restaurants, and she showed up for like a month and a half, maybe 2 months, and certain big name people were showing up in that time that it seemed like she was the server for. And then I asked her, after having a date or two with her and a couple lovely nights, I asked her just jokingly, "What are you, like a Russian spy or something?" And she gave me this look. And that was the last time I ever saw her. She went home. She dropped me off instead of me dropping her off. Took her car and service because I usually drove my own vehicle, but she told me to take hers that time. She never came back to work because we worked together at the time for a month or two. And then she never came to pick up her last 2 paychecks.
I think you hit the nail on the head when you
I
asked.
think I hit a fucking button. I think she was spying, trying to get some information out of government officials that were coming there to eat. And being a server, you get to know a lot of information about people when you're overhearing them while you're pouring them water or drinks or bringing them food. And I used to be a server several years. I heard things that I guess the reason why I was one of the people exposed to 100-Year Plan stuff and know about the mayor of Dearborn and what he's part of it and that he's been secretly hiding it. Well, allegedly, you can say, just for legal terms, but in all reality, I was there.
Michigan needs to rise up against Dearborn.
Yeah, there's something dangerous happening there. I know that's why we were ran out of town and we left, because they were trying to kill all the Jews. It's not a joke. But anywho, on that note, for the people that actually are American, that believe in for the people, by the people, of the people, is the Purple People Party, as well as we have instead of an elephant, instead of a donkey, instead of a weasel, instead of a rhino, we have an American bald eagle. We also have a llama. But for our section, the American bald eagle is this free, brave bird. And then on that note, we also have the Chaotic Minds itself. We are the Chaotic Minds. It's every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until about 10:30, depending on the show. And it's brought to you by the CEO and Thunderbase. And it's the Chaotic Era Odyssey. The world's chaotic. It's a new era. It is our Odyssey. We have the GMK as well for the Gray Mercenary Knights, where we do movie, stunt, choreography, fight coordination, combat, as well as just do some like cosplays, as well as D&D and other things. On that note, bringing in D&D, Dark Trooper.
Tune in on Sunday for the Rolling to Die podcast, where we, us gentlemen here, will be playing another round of D&D. I think we're playing the next round of 2D campaign.
Yep, this is going to be part 5. I haven't laughed that long or hard in a long time with Llama and joining in. Talk about chaotic neutral character. You guys made a story intro that is going to be the greatest intro for a fucking intro for a show that I'm going to do. When we have Dom here do the art, when we have Thunderbase do the music, and have me do the explanatory and the facial expressions of understanding of who these guys are. And the whole concept is Llama blew up the whole damn town. Dom, you've missed a lot. You missed the town blowing up. You missed the pub and the bank blowing up. And you missed the town getting struck by a giant Thunderbase lightning from Thunderbase himself, as well as the fireballs from Llama.
And if I wasn't feeling like crap that Sunday, I would have joined.
I understand, my brother. It was insane. It was all getting ready for a D&D wedding, and it went south real quick. And the funny thing is, Dark Trooper's character was playing the character right. I'm just going to go get some wedding rings made. I'm going to go do my job. All this nice little thing we're doing. Me and Thunderbase here playing our music. I actually failed a few times, and he was doing great the whole time. And then at the end, we both rolled. Like I rolled a nat 20, he rolled an 18. And we rocked so hard that we survived this crazy death that should have happened. Where
I literally created a thunder wave music
fighting
line
against the fire,
shield us from the flames.
Yeah, and we were literally through the fire and flames in a music sense from our characters. Because I'm screeching like a banshee, and he's playing his guitar, and the music's hitting like a shockwave. We're stopping this giant fireball of death surrounding us as we're singing and playing. As Llama was the one that fired this fireball because he pissed off the bartender, and she grabbed him by his dick and swung him like nunchucks. And he fired the fireball directly into where the alcohol and the magical explosive alcohol stuff was, and everything went boom.
It was all because he rolled in that one.
He did. And then I asked him
literally all because he rolled in that
rolled in
one.
that one. Then I asked him to roll a D12 like a clock. And when he rolled an 8, I pointed where his body would have been at the positioning where he fired the finger, and it happened to be right at the alcohol. Everything went boom. A bunch of people died. He flew through a window. Here's the funniest part. Chris's character walked up, opens the door. Hey guys, I got the rings. gets thrown right back. So what I did, because Dom wasn't there and James wasn't there, I NPC'd them as they just walked in, seeing this happen, as they watched Chris's character fly down, and they look going, "Yeah, we're gonna go make camp outside. We'll talk to you guys later." And had James' character teleport Dom's character out of the town to keep them safe while you guys caused absolute chaos. Chris here was the only
Literally, the stage was the last thing to fall apart. The stage was the very last thing to fall apart.
Everything blew up, and it was just a stage standing there with me and Devontae going,
You guys were having a blast.
I got hit in the head with a piece of gold. Yeah, I got hit in the head with a bar of gold, got knocked out for a moment, and the stage fell apart. And then we realized the bank was right behind the bar. So when the bar blew up, it blew up the bank. And gold bars and gold coins are raining from the sky, killing people, mind you. Because gold bars are like 5 to 10 pounds, smacking down from 20 to 50 feet, smacking you in the head. It's going to kill you. I got knocked out.
Especially when you've got 20 plus bars falling from the sky.
And Chris over here made out like a bandit. Got over 1,000 gold that day, and he's the richest guy out of all of us, and no one knows it. No one did a check. Literally, no one knows that he's the richest guy right now. And then Llama tried to bluff his way out of something, got caught lying, and then fireballed everybody again. And Chris knocked him out, and technically, Dark Trooper here killed him. He KO'd him, slapped him against the wall, and then we picked him up and ran off with him, brought him back to life. And then he fireballed the freaking town as we were leaving. When he finally woke up, he's like, "What? Screw you guys! Fireball! What? Whatever! Fireball again!" And then we realized.
And then because the main bad person decides that they're gonna get right back up, and I'm like, you know what? Lightning!
2 fireballs and a lightning bolt later, she reveals herself as the Necromancer Queen, and being undead, and she was trying to marry him for other purposes. And Llama dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, she only wanted him for his body.
Giggity. But and then her grandma made him shrink 2 sizes that day. And then we all just took a nap in the camp that Dom's character and James's character prepared while we were causing absolute chaos. So we called ourselves, like, I think it was the Chaotic Misfit Band or something like that.
I think it was something like that.
Yeah, something like that. A Chaotic Band of Misfits. Yeah, Chaotic Band of Misfits.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the band. That's the character. That's the name now. As the Chaotic Band of Misfits. But that is going to be for Rolling to Die this Sunday. I hope you all will enjoy. I have to make a new map. You guys blew up my map. Fuck, guys. All of you, not just Llama. Thunderbase made sure too. They guys.
Oh my
up
God.
man. I got the map now. I got to clear that whole thing. I got to get everything. I got to make the whole.
What did y'all do?
You were gone. That's what happened. You didn't.
The ability to call lightning is a 60-foot radius.
Oh my God. Dom didn't show up for one session and the town blew up. He's like, every time I leave, you guys kill everybody. Damn, it was funny. All right, but that note,
But with that, I'd like to say thank you to all the coming. I am DJ Thunderbase, aka Devontae, and I've been your host, and I'd like to say thank you. Good night. Join us next time for the next episode of The Chaotic Minds.